1 second, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. Like 1 more minute or 2 minutes. It's super good. Nigga, I woke up for my game and that's it. It's the weekend. You think I want to wake up for 7 days of the week? Early 7 days of the week? I didn't even play that new no cap yet. It's on 5 minutes. Damn. I think I can play something quick. Where Drake verse at?
Touching heights, no one gets a touch in life. Fucking wanna post it with my face. Cold hearts and heated floors, no for yeah.
How can I address when you don't own property? That's 10 gifted? I just see 10 gifted. Dang.
Let's go.
Hey,
Let's go.
shout out. Alright, alright. Good verse, Shaggy. I ain't playing all that whole thing. We just got 10 gifted in the chat, and like that's what it's all about. For shout out to Two Turn for that blessing right there, y'all. Mark, yeah, you going in the room on me. Shout out to Two Turn, y'all. Listen to Saturday, obviously. There will not be a show next Saturday. because it's the Facts and Stats 4th annual cookout. So it'll be a lot of running around that day, setting up, meeting people, taking shots. Hopefully, the 3-on-3 tournament go through. It's up to $225 for the, or $50, one of them, for whatever team win a 3-on-3 tournament. And yeah, man, the 4th annual Facts and Stats cookout is quickly approaching. Twitter is tweaking, like they mess. It's like all the tweets got deleted on the page, damn man. But yeah, 4th annual Facts and Stats cookout. If you did not get a ticket, make sure I can't even promote it because it's gone. It's not even on the Twitter page no more. Oh well. If you did not get a ticket and you plan on coming, please make sure you do get a ticket. Let me try to pull it up real quick. Hold on. There are 2 different tickets you can get: the general admission ticket, or you can get the ticket where you can put a donation towards the cookout as well. Hold on. Money, 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 money. Heaven send what's up? Money. If you plan on coming, please make sure you RSVP. Ev is going to go to BJ's Thursday or Friday and stock up on everything. So I would like to use the head count for people that I expect to come. Now, obviously, it still could be more because obviously everybody's not going to RSVP. Just how black people is, it is what it is. But if you can, I will greatly appreciate it. As far as the show today, y'all, it's pretty simple. The title: Ev, myself, and the Fact and Stats community react to the Knicks taking a 2-0 series lead. You all, so you're going to hear my thoughts on that series, and then we may hear from other people's thoughts on the series as well. So definitely looking forward to that. If you're watching on YouTube, y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button on this video. That helps the algorithm out for anybody that's surfing on YouTube to come across Fact and Stats. Be willing to listen to the show. Be willing to even join the stage and share their thoughts. And more importantly, be willing to just hit that subscribe button and come back every day there's a show. Obviously, the schedule changed, but I'm still making it work. We still making it work. Shout out to Heaven, shout out to Heaven Sent as well for assisting whenever she's available. Damn. To join the stage I was just referring to, you have to join the stage through the Fact and Stats Discord. I'm going to go ahead and pin the Discord. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and pin the Discord on YouTube. And if you watch it on Twitch, you can do ! Discord at any time, and that'll make the Discord link automatically populate as well. This is also my first time going live on Kick. If you got a Kick already and you want to tap into the Kick or follow my Kick, feel free. This is my first time going live on Kick, y'all. If you want to follow me on Twitch because you already got an account or whatever, feel free. I'm about to drop my Kick into the chat. That is my Kick. I don't even got a profile photo yet. But that's my Kick page. I'll be using my Kick more often when it comes to gaming and live streaming and stuff like that. Nah, you don't gotta make it. Y'all don't. Nobody has to make a Kick. Y'all are totally fine. Yeah, y'all are totally fine. If you have it though, feel free to follow me and be my first follower. Obviously, a lot of streamers and stuff like that is merging to Kick. It's hot, Mo. Damn. Should turn the air on. Tony, what's up, little bro? All right, y'all. Also, if you're watching on Twitch, also YouTube, you all can extend your support by becoming members as well. The link to becoming members in the description on this video. Bro, it's not Kick from when we were little kids, Tony. Like, it's not Kick what people were using on their phone and messaging people and stuff like that. It's a live streaming platform. Now, maybe I don't think you're thinking about the same thing, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Josh with the gifted.
Let's go.
Appreciate the one gifted, brother. This man thought it was the Kick that people was using when they was kids, bro. Like, ain't no way you thought people were using. He thought it was the Kick that people were using when they were kids, bro. Y'all know what the Spurs did to me. I mean, the Knicks did to me last night. Like, For the first time in my life, I contemplated moving to New York, bro. Like, yeah, they cashed me out last night, and I kept it so low key. I kept it so low key, bro. They ain't even know who I bet on in the chat. Damn. I kept it so low key, they didn't even know who I bet on in the chat, bro. I was like, yeah, Vasil. Yeah, Fox. Let's go, Mikhail. Yeah, it got to a point where you could tell in the second half. First half, I kept it cool. When I started to drink and I started to fill my cup a little bit, and it was like, F that. Like, F that, I'm locked in. But yeah, I had a feeling. Honestly, the other day, on I think it was last weekend or Wednesday before game one, everybody that I work with, when I go live on TikTok, when I'm just talking sports in general, like in a group chat or whatever, I always said I'm 53% Knicks, 47% Spurs. It's going to be a good series at the end of the day. On Wednesday, for whatever reason, I said, F it, Spurs, right? I honestly really didn't feel that way. If I did, I would not have took the Knicks money line yesterday. Trust. Like, at home to go up 2-0, on the road to go up 2-0. If you really believe a said team going to win a series, you're not doing that. Especially with the way game one went, with the Spurs very much so could have won that game. But jumping into the game now real quick. And again, if you want to join the stage, you got to join the stage through the Fact and Stats Discord. My bad, I'm about to go ahead and get started. You got to join the stage through the Fact and Stats Discord. And when you join the stage, just only come up here if you do plan on talking about the game, though. I will greatly appreciate that. There's now like 4 different platforms you all can watch and or listen to the show on. That's Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Again, if it's your first time, if you don't have a Kick, you don't have to make an account, y'all. This is just for me, and I just wanted to go live on and see how it is, and put some time in over there too. Yeah, this is a great thumbnail right there. This is a great little photo to head off. To be honest, I should have copied that photo. That's great. But coming into this series, let's give y'all my real thoughts. I truly felt like they were not going to be able to, and this is what I told everybody, they're not going to be able to defend the Knicks the same way they were able to defend OKC, for obvious reasons, guys. OKC had one player that can do something with the ball in his hands. Don't get me wrong. For the most part, Knicks do as well. But they have Cat, who makes really good passes, been a playmaker this whole entire postseason run for the most part.
If we can't hear you.
And then they also have other players. They also have other players as well that can make plays with the ball in their hands. Mikhail, OG, even Josh Hart in a sense, can all do that. So, I found it a real hard way for the Spurs to be able to win this series, because the defense that people speak to, don't get me wrong, Brunson, they're defending Brunson pretty well, right? That's obviously why he's struggling from the field in this series. They're defending Brunson really well, for the most part. But when the time matters, like he does step up to the plate and make the big shots. Every game he does it, and last night he did it again. If Brunson don't come down and hit that mid-range shot off of Champagny, where even Vasil came over and contested, they probably don't win that game, to be honest. Brunson will hit that corner 3 in game 1 to go up 2 points, and the rest of the shots they hit down the stretch, they probably don't win that game, to be honest. So I'm really happy with their 7, their 8, 7.5, I would say. Mitchell Robinson threw me off a little bit in the first half. I think he was a tad bit better in the second half. And then the other 2 guys that come off the bench is Landry Shamet and Deuce McBride. And they don't win that game without those 2 guys, Landry and Deuce. Both of those guys was key and pivotal from a shot making standpoint at key moments in the game where Brunson was on the bench, or the offense got stagnant, or Cal was a dumb double team and Shamet hit a corner 3, and different things like that throughout the course of the game. Obviously, Cat was the biggest factor to me in this game. I was mad as hell when he picked up those 2 quick fouls in the third quarter, made him sit the last 6 minutes of the quarter. Petty calls, if you ask me. But y'all never hear me bring up refs, but the refs looked like they was on San Antonio's side last night. I must admit, like, it looked like they wanted to see the series go 1-1 back to New York. I can't lie. Uh, Sometimes inexperience shows in different ways, and I don't care what nobody say. That is an inexperienced ball club over there. They don't know what they want to do on the offensive end every single time down. That also points to coaching. He's even inexperienced in himself from an actual head coaching standpoint. And I said in the Minnesota series, the Spurs don't run no plays. They don't run no play. They don't run no. They don't run nothing. They run no play. They run no sets. Nothing. And their best player likes to operate on the perimeter. Like he literally single handedly is the biggest reason why they're down 0-2. Wemby lost game one. Wemby lost game two. Keep Wemby lost game one. Wemby lost game two. The facts are the facts. Numerous turnovers down the stretch of the game in the game one, game two, in my opinion, bad shots, and then the turnover to Castle. I mean, the pass attempt to Castle. That was not Castle's fault at all, by the way. Like, I had to leave the Discord last night because Wes and whoever was on that was about to blow me. Like, they tried to give Castle some blame for that. Like, that was nothing with Castle at all. That was solely Wemby, in my opinion. Yeah, so he lost game one and game two, and then after the game, he said, "I got to do better." I'm gonna put it in my words. I had to do better or be better when it comes to being prepared for this series. I was still on a high from the conference finals. Like what? Like I guess cool for being honest. I ain't really like that though. Like what you mean? You know what's at stake? And what did you see after game 7? Oh, the job not stopping here. Like I want this more than anything. You can't say that after game 7 and come after last night's game and say, my bad, maybe I was throwing a high. Like, nah, lock in. You've been locked in, right? You want this more than anything. Talking about some of your vision, talking about some of your vision was blurry. So, man, listen, I'm gonna say it time and time again. I am always team after draft picks when you are chasing a goal, bruh. And it takes time because we don't really see the same team win back to back to back every year. We really don't. Although I did have OKC going back to back this year. So with that being said, yeah, man, the Knicks. I said it the other day. I'm gonna say it again. I mean, OG, Mikal, they put all the pieces together to have the proper team around Jalen Brunson, and then have guys that can take pressure off of Jalen Brunson. Mikal Bridges, MVP with Cat. I'll probably even put him ahead of Cat probably. At that game last night, special. If he ahead by Cat, it's literally by a little bit, like an NC-10C bit. Cat probably will still be one for most though, and I understand. But I think what Mikal did last night, and it might have been the third quarter,
Second quarter.
second quarter. Thank you. It was amazing, bro. I think he had 20 points overall in the game. The last time I saw, he only had one missed shot. Was 7 for 8. I don't know what he finished with, and like 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He basically played a perfect game last night, basically. So he arguably could be one for me. To be honest. He ended up missing 5 shots, knocked down 4 threes. He arguably could be one for me. And the last thing I want to say before I pass it to Josiah and everybody else, man, the IQ that those guys have on the defensive side of the ball and Mikal and OG is special. Like, they might not be the best POA defenders across the league or anymore, or Mikal even was once viewed as one of those guys that's probably still up there. They are still decent to good in that aspect, but they're both really good off-ball defenders as well, and a lot of their steals and deflections come from off ball. They did this in the game where Josh Hart had 16 rebounds in game 1 and only played 18 minutes in this game and had literally 0 impact on his game for the most part. So, man, this is a really damn good basketball team. We're going to get to what the Spurs got to do in game 3 in a second. But yeah, man, shout out to the Knicks. And one last thing. I like Castle. I'm a Castle guy, bro, but too fast. Like, the game got to slow down for him. A lot of bad turnovers for him. You had a good Fox game. You had a good Harper game. You even had a decent Vassell game, and you still lost the game. And this was really on Castle. For me, Castle had a lot of bad turnovers. In my opinion, a couple of bad shots. And then
It's on Castle why they lost this game.
No. Only from a turnover aspect, not solely on Wemby end all be all game 1 and game 2. Wemby end all be all, but it's not just only Wemby. Castle could have been a little bit better too. At the end of the day, the point is though, the turnovers thing with him, like that game, the game got to get slowed down. Like, I would need him to have the ball less and less and less, to be honest. Yeah, like somebody just typed in the chat, he's a bad on ball player. Like I agree. I need him attacking off ball and things like that. And limited ball time and half court setting when it comes to operating the offense and things like that. But yeah, man, that's my 1-2 for the first 10 minutes. I believe I've been talking of the show. I'm going to go ahead and pass it to Josiah, and then after Josiah, we want to hear from Heaven Sent, and then we are not joined by BJ yet, and then Tween and Jordan Woods.
Yeah, first of all, good morning to everyone here. Yesterday I watched a game with y'all. Typically I don't do that. I'll be with my Knicks families watching the game, but I watched the game with y'all in full. Uh, but what a win. What a win for us. Just figuring out a way to get that win. Going up 2-0 in this season, going up 2-0 in the NBA Finals against the Spurs. But this is a great moment. This is a very huge this series. It looks bleak at this point. San Antonio had to win game two. They had to win game two to at least get you that split going into New York. But now we up 2-0, going back to the Garden, playing in the finals game in the Garden. Carl Anthony Towns, phenomenal job. He is my finals MVP through the first two games. He's been my finals. He is the finals MVP through the first two games of these finals. The way that he simply has just attack Wemby every time. And if he gets an opportunity, he attacks Wemby. If he gets a small player, he attacks them with aggressiveness. I really do like that. Um, Brunson hasn't shot the best, but when the money's on the table, you know who's going to pick it up. When the money's on the table, you know who's going to cash in. I mean, not pick it up. Um, OG Ananomi, OG, Mikhail, Shamit, Deuce, Mitch. Great job from everybody. Great job. This was a collective win. And to speak on the Spurs side of things, um, Remy just looked shell shocked these first two games, in my opinion. I think Remy just looks absolutely shell shocked. Cause I think he had throughout these playoffs, he hasn't been up against a big like a Carl Anthony Towns. He went up against Chet, who he hate, who he can kill. He went up against Hartenstein, who he can kill. Then he went up against Randall and Gobert, who he can kill. And then he went up against Donovan Clingan in the first round, who he can kill. But he's never went up against a big that has a low center of gravity like Cat does, and the driving ability and the shooting ability and hell even the playmaking ability like a Cat. I think that's been one of those like things where he should dominate that matchup. But the thing about Cat is Cat can also dominate Wemby because he's just that skill of a big. And that last play, the play where Brunson missed a shot and Wemby passed it to Stephon Castle, that's not on Stephon. That's not on Stephon. I just want to make that clear. That's not on Stephon Castle. That was all on Wemby. Like, that's all on Wemby and Mitch Johnson. Mitch Johnson had a timeout that he could have used to draw up a play. But instead, he's now thinking about going up. He's now going down 2-0, going into hostile environment in New York. And get this, everybody, since this is facts and stats, and I like to bring in a lot of facts. Um, the Knicks are the first team in 31 years to go up 2-0 as the road team. The last team that did it was the back-to-back NBA was the Houston Rockets when they went back-to-back in 94 and 95. The Knicks that's a little crazy stat. So every road team that has played since then has lost game If they won game one, they would lose game two. The Knicks are the first team since the 95 Rockets to accomplish that. And the 95 Rockets swept Orlando. That in that instance.
Okay. I
It's crazy.
no, that is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off. You done, bro? My bad.
Um yeah, I'm about to be done, but this great job. We get 2 days off. We get 2 days off, which I think is very good. I think we're gonna really have the crowd is gonna be rocking game three. It's gonna be rocking game three. I'm very excited. The first finals game in 27 years in the Garden since the Spurs eliminated us, beat us for the finals in game five. That in 1999. So we went 1-0 yesterday. It's just it's desperation. Keep playing like it's like Mikal Bridges is keep saying. Keep playing like it's desperation. Keep playing as if it's a 0-0 series.
All right, appreciate that, brother Josiah. That's the Knicks fan right there. We got Heaven Sent, Tween, and Jordan Woods coming up, and then we'll continue to hear other
She can't
guys.
talk. Finesse says she can't talk yet. For real.
Oh, okay. All right, Tween or Jordan.
Yeah, talk.
Oh,
Go ahead, Wiz. Brother Wiz.
yeah, I don't have a lot to say about the series. I think shout out to Cat, bro. He kind of rewriting the narrative on his career. A lot of people thought he had to be the best player in the series for them to win. I don't know if that's the case. I think he just has to be as impactful as Brunson. But either way, he's exceeding whatever bar I think people have for him coming into the playoffs in this series. So I'm super proud of him because this game the way he's playing right now is not how he's always played in his career. The areas he's shown impact in these playoffs is not always the areas he's shown impact. He's kind of morphed into a little bit of a different player. And that kind of goes to what I was speaking to in the trade. In the chat, Ed, when I said that about the trade. Now, obviously, the OG and the Mikal trades got a lot of the OG signing and then the Mikal trade with what they gave up got a lot of 5 picks. That's a lot. But I don't think people thought of Cat as being a player that was going to be like impactful to winning a championship. To the extent that like OG and Mikal were, at least those were players where people looked at when they made them trades like, oh wow, okay, these are 2 wings. You can go toe to toe with Boston potentially and make impact to win. I don't think people thought that about Cat, and he's been the one that shined up the brightest out of all of the acquisitions they've made in these playoffs. So, obviously Mikal's had a crazy shooter streak, but all around has been Cat. So, shout out to him. I mean, that's how you rewrite the narrative of your career. And I think that it's interesting because, everyone always considered that Minnesota trade from the Minnesota perspective, and like what it does for them. Does it get them closer or further away? And no one ever thought of it. We didn't talk as much about it from the Knicks perspective because I think we just like threw Cat away, like I said. But so shout out to them for having the foresight with that. What else? I think Spurs, it's okay. Like they're just, I don't think they're quite ready yet, but it's interesting because in this league, the way it is now, I don't know that they'll get there. I think obviously they'll win a championship or multiple, but it's just
That's a good
I'm
point
more.
right there, Jordan.
You said what?
That's a good point right there. And in this era,
I
even
just
if it's
don't know.
you know,
Yeah. Like you gotta go get it, bro. And I said that before with Minnesota a couple years ago when it's like I think the year they lost to the Mavs, where it's like people are like, oh, they'll be back, and they probably still could be, but it's like the road to get back isn't always linear. It's not just linear progression. So when you're there, it's tough to say like, yeah, well, they'll be back, even though they probably will be. So that's just something to keep an eye on. I always wonder with these teams where it's like they'll be back. All of them can't be back. Like Indy, the Spurs, OKC, like all these teams, all of them can't just be back. So somebody gonna end up losing out. It's just a matter of who is gonna be. So somebody got to strike when the iron is hot. But overall, I just think there's not a lot that the Spurs can adjust to outside of not turning the ball over as much and being better composed down the stretch, which I don't know if they're ready for because tactically the Knicks just are good at almost everything. Like they don't have a lot of holes as a team right now. So saying you need to adjust to them in a certain way, I think it's just things like cleaning up the glass, turnovers that they need to do better themselves as opposed to trying to do something different to the Knicks because the Knicks can just morph, it seems like, into whatever. They defend well, they play good in transition, they shoot the ball well. They got a guy who's good with the ball in his hand at the top of the key if they need that to close games. They got a guy who can be a hub or be good in the post and cat. They got wings. They got scrappy guard. Like, they're just good. So I don't see Spurs coming back and winning this series. I think they can still make this 6-game series. But the Knicks just morphed into something in the playoffs like I've never seen where a team just completely flipped the switch and played different. And they've done that. So shout out to them. I think that's pretty much all I had. If they do win the series, I might have to take a flight to New York, bro. That parade, I don't think people are ready for like what.
I'm going with you, Jordan. I'm going with you.
Yeah, we might have to. I don't think people would be ready for what a Knicks championship parade would do. I went to the Cubs when they won for the first time after 100 years back in like 16. This would be that times 2 or 3, bro. That shit would be a Knicks parade would be insane.
You saw the Cleveland one?
I saw the Cubs. I went to the Cubs parade in Chicago.
No, but did you go to the Cleveland one?
Oh no.
Okay.
So you did the Cleveland one?
No. He was a teenager when that happened.
No, Cleveland sucks, bro. We don't want to go to Cleveland. Chicago's a good city.
How you gonna hold
Watch your mouth, bro.
2016?
Y'all up in my business.
We had a million people outside. Watch your mouth.
Because I think it'll be probably more violent though than like the Toronto, because the Toronto one was big too.
Toronto was cold.
I was already in Chicago though, and we said, let's stay an extra day because the parade is gonna be the next day. Anyway, we were supposed to leave the day before. She was like, "Fuck it, let's just stay and go to the parade." So it was kind of it was convenient for me to just go to the Cubs parade.
Well, Heaven sent, if you can talk, feel free, and then Tween.
Yeah, you can go. I don't know, just everything just seems brighter today. I'm just super happy about what's happening right now. Wemby has. I'm just saying.
Oh, this Wemby hate.
Wemby just hasn't been performing. Okay, this is because of you, Byron. So I don't know why you're doing all that. Wemby hasn't been performing to the level that people expected him to perform. Cat has been outplaying him, which has been
cut out.
Yeah, I think.
Yes,
I probably got a call.
Cat has been outplaying him, which has been like a surprise to me because I don't think anybody saw that coming. That's why, huh?
Depending on where you've been. Yeah.
Nobody saw that coming. That's why most people were picking the Spurs to win the series.
You're saying the fact stats most people did?
I haven't heard anybody be like, "Yeah, Cat's gonna outplay Wemby." I don't know.
But people have been
I definitely said that. Yeah, I definitely said that.
In the playoffs.
You predicted that. You predicted Cat to come in and outperform Wemby.
But remember, it had 100% to do with Cat doesn't have any of the weaknesses that Wemby needs to exploit, like as defensively and then offensively. That's like, remember, that's like a Jokic thing for him. Cat doesn't have any like fear of Wemby. He's just too small. Like Cat's bigger than him, he's stronger than him, and he's quicker than him, and he's like 7'1". So yeah,
I definitely get that, and I just think, and I'm not saying it's you. I ain't saying it's you, Swiper. You doing it because if you did it, that's cool. But if most people starting to say that, in my opinion, that's just like,
bro, this Brunson hype has been crazy. I've
been. Thank you, Swiper.
But I would say the stuff with Cat outperforming
Wemby, their best player in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
He's on a historical run right now.
I would say the Cat outperforming Wemby stuff is low key hindsight though in 2 games.
Thank you.
I don't think nobody had no Wemby.
It's not hindsight. I think
Cat outperforming Wemby. Swiper, come on, bro.
I mean, Cat is on a historical run
with the Spurs.
No,
it's similar with the Spurs and SGA though, bro. Like. It's just a matchup. Like you can be as good as you want.
I get it.
But
I'd agree, Swiper. By the way, I would. He's
but Mitchell. They have Cat, who's been elite defensively this run. They got Mitchell, who obviously is a monster, and they got OG. They got 3 defenders at any point in time that they can put on Wemby, and Wemby 100% does not have a physical advantage again, except for jump shooting.
Yeah, that's a crazy part.
Bro, think about it. If Wemby start going crazy, all my Brown got to do is like, hey, go get him.
Yeah, facts. But I thought he was gonna do that out the gate. Though we were saying that to start with, we were doing our X factors to like coming into the series, and I said OG on Wemby. We ain't even seen that yet.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what was throwing me off, because that's not what has been happening. Like OG hasn't been on Wemby. Like it's mostly like that's what I'm saying. So like this thing where it's like, oh, they have multiple people to slow him down. So all of that will cause him to slow down. So maybe Cat will outperform. That's not what has happened. And what I'm saying is that when you're looking at the situation, if you were going into the series like, yo, it's just Cat gonna be on him alone, nobody's gonna be like, yeah, Cat's gonna just outperform Wemby.
Defensively, this whole run though, I think that's what I'm like a little disconnected on, and why the Brunson prop. This is in Evanston. You can understand this. A lot of people love that like points per game in the game stuff. Brunson,
I don't know how Brunson's getting into this conversation. I'm just speaking about like Wemby outperforming Cat. Like I hear you. I think Cat's been better than
Towns has been the anchor on both ends for them this whole run. The reason why they can get away with all the stuff they're running is because there's no weaknesses in Cat. For the last 15 games basically, including in the Hawks series when they were like it's still like they were down and CJ McCollum. Like Cat has been shooting damn near 45% from three, 60% from two, and has been anchoring a 102 defense the entire run versus all the teams they played against. So I think some of this is just like, I think there was a disconnect from not you, Heaven Sent, I think from majority of people on, because, Wemby was doing everything he was doing on just how special Paul has been over the course of this run. So again, it's not necessarily player for player, Heaven Sent, because I don't want to say it like that. But I just thought in this matchup, Heaven Sent, that there would be a lot more opportunities for Cat to have success than there would be for Wemby. If that makes more sense, maybe.
I can get that, but it's like when you take in the fact that they have multiple bodies. But the thing is, they have not been throwing that on Wemby, and Wemby is still underperforming. Like that's the thing that's throwing me off here. Because
Carl doesn't need help versus Wemby,
which is what is throwing me off.
Well, underperforming. What do you it's kind of self-explanatory. We say underperforming. I think he might be. I think he's underperforming like expectations. I think he's just. This is who he is as a player, though. At this point, I think.
Are you talking about Wemby?
Yeah. He's performing about how I would expect.
Man, he's shooting sub 40% from two and 26% from three. I don't know what that's like.
Listen, in the series.
Yeah, he's shooting sub 40 from two and sub 30 from three so far in the series. That's probably.
Well, yeah, that game. Well, I look at the aggregate different than like the game to game. So like he was fine last night. Game when he was ass.
Yesterday, but Jordan, remember if you go back to the third quarter yesterday, that switch happened for Wemby when Cat got his fourth foul. Yeah, like when they started getting disorganized. Like that was really the switch.
Granted, that can happen with Cat. So it's like that's something that I that's not somewhere I downgrade Wemby for because that.
But Jordan, they were game making on both sides, and you only called fouls on the blood.
Yeah. Go ahead, though, Taness. That's true.
I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought.
You were talking about you were. I think you were going to continue with what because I chimed in and said that he was underperforming expectation, and you said, you were speaking.
This is the rewrite is blowing the shit out of me. The Spurs were favorites to win the series. They expected Wemby to perform at a certain level. He's not performing at a certain level. Nobody came in. The majority of people were not coming in here telling me that Cat was going to outperform Wemby, which goes to the whole point of what Jordan was saying earlier, where he's rewriting like the way people think about Cat. Like Cat single-handedly is doing a really good job defensively on Wemby. Like that was not a thing that people thought he would be able to do. And then on the other hand, been super impactful offensively. As much as they were doing in the run with in the East, people were looking down on it because people did not respect Philadelphia nor the Cavs. And to be quite honest, Evan Mobley's cute. He's not Wemby. I don't know what's happening.
I think the people who didn't respect Cat.
It's not. Hold on, Jordan. There's nothing happening. It's just not everyone shared this opinion. And to her point, most people picked the Spurs to win the series. That was not a sentiment.
Covering your mic,
shared. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Byron. What did you say, brother? I'm sorry.
No, I thought you sounded like you was covering your mic a little bit. I was trying to hear everything you were saying.
No, it's just my AirPods. I'll be back in the house in a minute. Yeah, so
I think you're right, Taness, about how people were talking about it might have been Swiper that just said that about the other two series. But I think the people who felt that way just weren't watching because even with whatever competition, whatever you think about their competition, that's never been the thing for Cat. It's been his mentality and how he's going to play regardless of who the opponent is. Like how is he going to come into a game? And he's just completely shifted that these playoffs, regardless of the opponent.
But you're not thinking he's going to outperform Wemby like this.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not speaking to that.
That's what I'm talking. Like nobody was picking them to take 2 from Knicks to take 2 from the Spurs in San Antonio.
Yeah, I think the gap though, which I don't know if it ever would have been enough to overcome like him being better than Wemby. It wouldn't have. But I do think that people severely underestimated how well Cat could
perform.
Not approximate him, but how close the gap would be.
Yeah. I think people thought that Wemby would outperform him, and that would be
hands down.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what I'm getting at. Like this, I don't know. I don't. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't want to rewrite.
I want to do that Hindsight stuff with the Cat.
Yeah, I don't want to rewrite the shit.
Do that. Nah, coming into this series, I wouldn't have Cat coming.
They were telling me he on the trajectory to be the GOAT. We're not doing this. Like I'm just.
All right. See, I'm genuinely here it is. See, I'm genuinely actually giving analysis of the game. I ain't doing no hating stuff like Twin doing.
No, it's not hate. No, I said. Yeah, sorry. I'm just saying that because the rewrite is, you can't be like, yeah, I thought that they would be close. But then at the same time, a bunch of people are saying that. That's what I'm saying. I'm showing you how the shit doesn't make sense. Other than that, I wanted to shout out Mikhail, who showed up in the second quarter because they started off slow. And then Mikhail was a big part of the second quarter to push them to get the lead. That was super impressive. OG Anunoby also played exceptionally well for them. McBride played well for them. Castle needs to stop being on ball. Wemby needs to be a bit more aggressive. To try to get to the rim. He was settling quite a bit for mid-range, especially for the last shot. And also, why did he try to pass the ball? Why didn't he try to bring up the ball and push the break? For what was the second?
I'm going to have to see it again.
The same thing happened in game 1 versus the Wolves.
I saw somebody on the maybe I ain't see that. I ain't see this. I saw somebody on TL say that Castle called for the ball and then looked up.
No, he didn't. No, Castle.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
He put it hands up like Wemby, you good, and then looked back again, and then Wemby was dribbling, and then he ran to go run corner, and so they can get in the action with De'Aaron Fox. And by that point, Wemby, because he looked at him twice to check if Wemby was good, and then when he turned around that last one, Wemby took another dribble Byron and then threw the ball in his back. So it was just, I think Wemby panicked a little bit, bro.
Yeah,
he was panicking. He should have gave it to Fox, bro.
Should have called a timeout. Having 5 seconds left.
Well, I think they just kind of wanted to get something in transition, which I can understand because like they were doing really good in transition because they do have the athletes to get to the rim if everybody's just backing away. So I do feel like that makes a good sense to do. He just passed. He should have just pushed the break. But that's another thing for another day. And this all goes into, I guess, experience, like what people are saying, where like being in those situations and execution, the experience matters. And so it's really impressive.
Does it matter to you that Miss Johnson is our age and he's kind of, does it matter to you that Miss Johnson is our age and he's kind of showing his age like right now? The lack of experience in the coaching and maybe decision making compared to Mike Brown, who's been to 6 finals as a coach.
Yeah, because even the play for the last possession, like that cannot be what they drew up, which was that mid range by one. Like that was not. Was that? Yeah, I don't think that was the play. I'm hoping that wasn't the play that they drew up, but that play in itself was not. Was good. But
which one you talking about? The one where we look.
Y'all hold on a little bit though.
Hey, both of them.
Y'all hold on, please. Y'all just overly stepping between. I ain't gonna lie. I know he thinking it, but.
Sorry, you can let Tween go, and then circle back.
It don't really matter. I'm not calling about. I'm just letting Tween get. And after this y'all.
Yeah, appreciate it, brother. For me, this game just showed the youthful Spurs, like they were fouling jump shots to end that game. OG got 3 free throws. They're leaving corner shooters. The Knicks ended up going 7 of 15 in the corners because of that Brunson. They were trapping him. Even they were sending a late double with like 8 on the clock, 40 feet away from the rim. I'm like, I was questioning that. And that was the end of the second quarter, and Cat got a wide open corner 3. It's just like, bruh, we're in the NBA Finals game. Like, you gotta live with sometimes, like, and then earlier in that game, they're conceding. Game 1, they're conceding the Champagny switch. Game 2, you got Castle on them, you got Harper on them, and you're sending a double. it's like nigga, Mitch is getting thoroughly outplayed. Like from all things considered, and I'm looking at some of these offensive rebounds. The Knicks ended up winning the offensive rebound and the transition battle, and their half court offense was bad. So, bruh, I'm all cleaning the glass right now, bro. I'm looking at their bruh. They got 23% of their offensive rebounds. The Spurs got 16. That's 3 percentile in the league. Like, dang, bro, that's unacceptable. Spurs were fantastic in what's it called at the rim shots. Because I remember earlier in that game, I think Fox. Shout out De'Aaron Fox. Like, I mean, he's been having a bad playoffs, but I thought he was the reason they got back in the game in the fourth. He got a floater. They were down 8. People kept saying fake comeback, fake comeback. He got down, got and one floater. That was the play. Josh Hart, his hand was in the cookie jar. Then there was another possession where I think it was Vassell who hit that corner 3. It was like they were trying to come back, but I feel like you can't keep doing that, bro. You can't keep putting yourselves in holes. We all know the last 3 possessions. I didn't like the 2-for-1. I said it right after the game. When they called, they had 2 timeouts. They called one timeout. The ATO play is left wing Wembanyama 20-foot midi. Bro, you know he's better from 3 than he is midi. He's not a good mid-range shooter. And then he shot another one to win the game. Like, what are we doing? That's 2 shots back to back. And you call a timeout for one of them, and you go 2-for-1. Then Brunson gets the Brunson makes the midi to go up, not to go tie the game 104-104, and we know the rest is history. The turnover, the Castle play, the Mitch Johnson, bro. Mitch is getting thoroughly out coached. All things considered, you're double teaming, you're leaving Landry Sham, you're leaving OG, even OG, bro. He was
I got a
punishing
tweet
Wemby.
that shows the last 77 seconds. If you look,
yeah, OG was punishing Wemby. Bro, he dunked on this nigga, and then that one play where it was the bench lineup with Miles McBride, and then Mitch Robertson gets the lob, dunk on Wemby, and then Cat earlier in that game, I thought he had he was talking shit. He said, "And one nigga, bro." There was 3 possessions, niggas punched in on this nigga. They ain't like posterize a nigga, but like he's in the frame and they're dunking the ball. You know what I mean? Like, bro. You have to. I get it. I don't want to yap too much because I really can keep going.
Thrashed on the boards, my brother.
Yeah, that's not working, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Carter. I don't know.
They can't go small versus the Knicks, brother.
The Knicks seem more talented to me when I watch them play basketball.
Well, I'm saying I think the big thing here is this is Mike Brown's 7th final, heaven sent. And I think that to me is the biggest difference. Like, it's just, we're not fazed by any of this. We're not fazed by Wemby. I've seen LeBron in the playoff series. So I know what a real demon looks like in the finals. Wemby's not there yet. And I think some of this is, brother, even when we got to go to the bench, we got Jose Alvarado. And Jose be getting to it. And you can't screen him either, bro. They just have so many
Miles,
options.
too.
Miles,
you know what's so crazy?
Dude hit a crazy two yesterday. Go ahead.
Man.
Yeah,
he hit that game 1. He hit a left corner banker off the glass.
They got a 6-man on the bench, not doing shit right now, just chilling.
Oh, Jordan?
Yeah, like they have a whole loaded team, bro.
Hey, well, Jordan can't. He can't play.
He can't play.
Yeah.
Landry Shamet feels like Landry Shamet feels like he's shooting like 90% from 3. I don't know what that is.
Shamet got is he a true?
I think the Spurs in this not just this series. I don't know. Was it you, Ev, who said the Vassell shit? I don't know how I feel about him. I think I need a 3. I need a real 3, like an actual real small forward. He could be on the.
No way you blaming the third best Spurs so far.
They
need a 3. They need a 3 and a 4
right there, bro.
Wing Byron. They
need a 4.
Oh, they need a 4. Yeah, they need somebody that can get a rebound.
They need a 4, then they need a 3 and a 4.
They KD away.
Oh yeah.
They need both because I'm not starting Vassell or I did. Champagne maybe can still start, but ideally I'm not starting.
What's up?
Either one.
Champagne, they're asking Champagne to guard.
Shouldn't play. If we being honest, that nigga Keldon Johnson's not a player.
They're asking Champagne to guard up. That's the problem. Like Champagne shouldn't be guarding up. Champagne
I
is
mean,
more of a three and should guard. I mean, I say guard down, but he's just strictly probably a three, bro. You need
any
to get a
other
real
series, I
big
probably
body
would have.
four, bro.
Because he's been playing like you said, he's been playing bigger than he is. It's just in this specific matchup, it's kind of just bad for him right now.
Bro, they need OG,
Got a
bro.
lot of bigger bodies.
But that
Need the
OG
OG
dunk on
period.
Wemby though,
Yeah, that
man,
was
that was.
fair.
But Chet
That's
Holmgren's
hoops,
so
bro.
soft, bro. That it just reminded me,
No, y'all
like,
expecting shit out of Chet that he don't do, bro.
Hold on, hold on,
Expecting
hold on.
bro.
shit.
Oh, never
Sorry,
mind.
go
They
ahead.
dropped. They dropped. Never mind. I saw somebody new up here. They dropped. My bad.
Let me see if I can get my boy RJ in here, bro. Hold up.
Uh,
People just this shit. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think because Ev, you were struggling between the two, right? You were like, I don't know, I don't
yeah, I was
know.
the whole entire time leading up. Yeah.
And the Knicks were able to take two. Like, let's sit in this. The Knicks were able to take 2 games in San Antonio.
But I want to be fair. The Spurs been right there though. I mean, they literally been
Yeah,
right.
bro.
They even took the lead late last night.
Yeah,
Like they've
Yeah,
been there. Wemby
that's
just fucking
they
up.
gave him this game.
Wemby
And we was
fucking
right
that's
up.
there with the we was
that's
right there
true.
with the
But
Nuggets a
like,
lot of them years too, bro. We was right there.
that's what I'm saying.
Them
Like,
niggas
I
getting the
think
half court. They
I
don't have
think
no plan, bro.
that don't hit the same though, Ev, when you at home though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's
Bro, the
right.
guard is about to be
and
crazy.
and and the Knicks
Oh
fans are
my
taking over San
god.
Antonio while that at like that's crazy. Bro.
Bro, why am I hearing Deuce chants in the Alamo, bro? This shit done, bro.
bro.
And then they shot that through. They said Deuce. I
Bro,
Them
swear to
that
niggas
nigga
God.
traveling crazy, bro.
Mikel, bro. Bro, that Mikel corner, bro. I'm not, bro. When I was told, bro. I told y'all niggas against the Cavs. Y'all the Cavs apology. This magnet ball shit these niggas is
No, no,
on
no,
right
no, no,
now,
no, no, no,
No,
no,
they
no,
got
no,
embarrassed,
Anyways,
nigga.
no,
They got
no,
so
no,
let's
no,
embarrassed,
no,
nigga.
bro.
No,
This
no,
no,
no.
no.
magnet ball
No, they
shit.
got embarrassed, nigga. I'm
They
not
got
going. They got
Sham and
embarrassed.
OG,
Hey,
No,
Mikel,
y'all
they
bro.
niggas got
got
your ass
They
carried.
embarrassed.
don't
They
miss.
didn't win a
can I?
game, Queen.
So
Bro,
like,
hey,
this is a
Shamrock
Spurs
genuine
might
ain't
not
playing
question.
win a
shit
I'm
ball
game,
game,
and
bro.
they Spurs
Can I?
might not win a game, and their top 10
Yeah,
defense
shout out to
Can I?
historically.
Can
They
I
got
ask
a
you guys a?
-5
Can I
relative
ask you guys
defensive
a?
rating. They might not win a game,
he's
nigga.
going on his fake rant right now. What's up?
Can I ask you guys a genuine question? Game three, they're in the Garden. Based upon what you guys have seen in game one and game two, what do you think the Spurs can do to take one in New York or take
Before
both in New York? Well, let's focus game at a time. Take game three, and like if you guys can tell me like what specific players you think need to do what and that sort of thing, that'll be
before
in
anybody
good.
respond, before anybody respond,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
that was amazing having sense. Like you knew that was next. Like that's on the tweet. What can the Spurs do
W
today?
hoes. I was dead about to say W hoes,
Oh
Yeah,
bro.
wow.
that's literally on the tweet. I
W.
mean, yeah. So anybody can step up to the plate and ask that to be answer that. To be honest.
Like hustle shit, bro. Like I don't. It's no tactical shit. It's. I don't. This is one of the rare instances. I don't think it's no tactical shit for real. It's just rebound the ball better and turn the ball over less. Because they've been right, like Ev said, they've been right there. They're players like you might get a bad Vassell game, but a good Fox game, or vice versa. That's probably how it's gonna go. I doubt both of them play well at the same time, really consistently. So, yeah, they just got to clean up what they can control. Let turn it over less, rebound better, and then they should be right there. Chance to win the game.
For me, and just going. I'm being so serious, y'all. I was watching the game in the first quarter, and you know, y'all know how much I bet with the Knicks yesterday. So I was calm. I was chill a little bit. But like I felt like the Spurs started off too good in the first quarter. A lot of the times you feed off the momentum of your crowd and the energy that you want to come out with and the atmosphere that you're in, obviously. So like even on the broadcast, they were saying it. Like the Spurs are playing with so much more energy and effort. Like that was clear as day in the first 3-4 minutes of the game. And it's hard to maintain that for 48 minutes of a basketball game. So I think in game three, going into the Garden, that's what the Knicks gonna be coming out and playing with. The way the Spurs came out yesterday, and for the Spurs to ultimately have a chance to win this game, everything to me is Lili's type attention to detail earlier, and I like that. Everything to me is timely. Timely is the word for this game three for the Spurs and game four, but not taking it too far. Timely possessions and timely rebounds. The Knicks had too many timely offensive rebounds in that game yesterday where I think both of the times it ended up converting to like a 3-point shot. One time Twin called it a 3 for 1. Another time it was just an offensive rebound that ended up in a three. I think one was Shaman. I can't remember. I think the other one was Deuce. So for them, it's just timely. You got to value every possession, value every stop, and also value when the Knicks miss shots and have your guys go out there and make it a point of emphasis to get to the glass. Like Wemby got to get like if you're gonna play 40 minutes, I need 12, 13 rebounds. Like, and not even just Wemby. They need other guys continue to crash the glass as well. Cavs is one of the better rebounding guards in the NBA. He only had 4 rebounds in last night's game. So it's going to take obviously a team effort and them to rebound by committee. And yeah, man, I think that the word that I'm taking into game 3 for the Spurs is just timely possessions and then timely rebounds.
Well, to be fair to the rebounding aspect, bro, I feel like the Spurs were playing teams the first 3 rounds that just simply was not boxing them niggas out, bro.
How about this round? You think the Spurs not boxing
Yeah, the
them
Knicks.
out?
No, I'm saying like the Spurs, like because like I feel like the Spurs got a lot of success off of just like weak side like rebounds from like Harper or like Castle or like niggas just not really doing a good job boxing out Wemby. Yeah, yes, I'm saying the Knicks have been doing a really good job of just being disciplined and boxing all the guys out.
I mean, that's true. But to be fair, I was just answering the question. You want to answer it too? Though?
Oh, okay. No, I ain't gonna lie. I joined late. What was the question? I was talking at that point.
She just asked it. She just.
What do you think the Spurs can do to get back in the series?
Yeah, what can they do?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I had zoned out my phone.
She just said, "What can they do to win the series?"
Shit.
So that's all I was saying it for. Like you right about.
Let me think, bro.
I was just saying it for that case right there.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, shit, they just gotta execute down the stretch because I feel like the last 2 games, that's really what it came down to. They just didn't execute in the last 2 minutes, and that didn't cost them 2 games. So they can do
what
that,
do you think they
fine.
should change in the last 2 minutes in regards to executing better?
Well, I feel like last night they had 3 opportunities. Wemby's got. I mean, Twin was saying that he's not a great mid range shooter, but I mean, they were still two pretty good looks. He's ended up missing both of them. So I mean, like Cat said it, bro. One of the best players ever. I mean, not one of the best players ever, but one of the most talented players like in the world, bro. He got 2 good looks at it. He just missed.
But
why would you draw?
I gotta say this: the Spurs did go on a 21-5 run in that 4th quarter. That was a real thing. I mean, they were down 10. They had to go on a run, but like I'm not going to just say they didn't execute down the stretch. I think they.
What was you gonna say to us?
I was saying, like, why, like, because do you think that's what they drew up for him to do, that mid-range shot?
The first play, nah, I ain't gonna lie. The first play, that was ridiculous. Like,
that was ATO. The first play, the left wing.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was by Wemby because that was bad. That was not a good shot.
You don't think a lot of times? I think a lot of times the coaches at the end of the games think about this shit differently than fans and us do. Like we think, okay, draw something towards the basket, get a layup, whatever. I think they're looking to get a clean look more so.
Yeah,
and that's what, because we see this with teams all the time, where it's like you couldn't get a better look than that midi. It's like at some point, the coaches, that's the look they want. They just want a clean look. And
what is he shooting from a mid range though? From me, I don't think. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you want a clean look, but you still want an efficient clean look though. It's clean for a reason. I know. Like,
I feel like one of the real problems, bro. Like outside of transition, the Spurs are really struggling in the half court. But I feel like the Knicks are generating just better half court looks. Just I don't know. I feel like that's really been the difference in these last 2 games. Even like down the stretch, I feel like the Knicks are able to just get better half court looks than the Spurs.
So I'm on it right here, 11. Tanez, he's shooting 34% in the playoffs on all his mid-range shots. That's Wemby.
Yeah, that's not about right. That was from the regular season too. I think he's like 36, 37. Yeah, he's not a good mid-range shooter.
He's 29 of 85 from all midi. That consists of short midi, long midi, and all midi.
Jordan Wood said, and anybody else can answer Hefferson's question, y'all, unless we all have the same answers to what y'all been hearing so far. But yeah, man, I like what Jordan Wood said, bro. Like, like, granted, I'm on the side. I do think they'll get 1 or maybe 2, whatever the case may be. But like, how soon they get back to that point, I don't want to rush that process. Like, my not rush the process, but like jump to that. Well, I already jumped to the gun because I said I think they're gonna win it next year anyway, and I'm probably gonna stand on that. Like, this is just not the year they're going.
You think the Spurs are gonna win next year?
Yeah, I said that for a while this year. I think.
Pat, or you think they need to make some moves around the edges?
They not around the edges. They're not gonna do nothing major. They're gonna add. They're gonna
Would you
add
say?
a power forward this offseason or make a small trade. Maybe that
Mm.
could be a big trade to the roster though, if that makes sense. Because
And they're not beating us next
What
year.
type of archetype forward? You talking about like
I
a
don't. I don't know. I
long
don't know if they beat.
wing,
I
or
don't
you
know if
talking
they
about
beat. I don't
like a
know if they
legit
beat
forward?
the OKC Thunder if they're
Yo, Julius, put
healthy.
those fries on the
yeah,
A
fucking
lot of
it's
back.
teams with
fair.
that same.
We all can say that. We don't know. That was just my early prediction that I made throughout the season because I
Yeah.
feel like
Would you say there's pressure on them to win next year?
nah,
I,
nah,
I think there's pressure. I think there's pressure.
Why
nah.
wouldn't there be pressure? Why wouldn't there
Pressure.
be pressure? Why
Not
wouldn't there be
not
pressure?
not
Is
pressure
Is it
from
that
the
because of the
Dwight
way they're
standpoint.
Wade
going
elite
out,
pressure?
Jordan? Is it
No,
because of the
not
way they're
pressure
going
from the
out?
standpoint. Maybe expectation could be a better word. Not pressure from the standpoint if they don't win next year, then it's always cooked. They're never going to
So what
win. But
standpoint you
I
talking
just
about
see,
then?
bro. I've just seen so
Expectation.
many times
Yeah,
where like this team will be back. They're gonna win all these chips. They're young.
it don't go like that
The
all the
more
time.
years
Oh,
go
guys,
by,
that's
bro,
But they
I
guys.
didn't
don't
say
No
this
I
know,
is
do
the
feel
Swiper
like
Thunder or
just
the
Swiper
Celtics.
just typed it in the chat, bro. 3 rookie contracts on the, no. It's no Wayne Hill is pressure. Like
I
okay,
just feel
you
like
want to
Bro,
win,
yeah,
but
let's
you want
not
to
do that, bro.
capitalize on that, though. You
Bro,
want to
If
Wimby
you
isn't.
can't,
capitalize
Wait,
hold on,
Wimby going in.
Wemby's
Wait,
getting
Wimby going on a year four though,
you want
bro.
to
Wemby's
capitalize in them
getting
years.
Wemby's getting a
y'all, this is
280 whatever.
nasty pressure.
Wemby's getting the full
Bro, I
max
said the
this
same thing.
this
I'm
summer.
consistent with this. I've said the same thing about all these young teams. I've said this back
yeah,
when
you
going to
did.
Minnesota with Jay Will. Like, this is my stance, bro. Like, this is always my stance. There's
The
once
only
you get
reason why,
there, there's pressure, bro. Once you
the
chase
on-
that, getting that close, there's pressure.
I mean,
There's
I'll say
pressure.
this. I'll say this in slide. I think I saw your message. I mean, they will have the expectations set upon them to get back to this point 100%. Because Wemby will be the MVP favorite next season, right? And
Wait.
they're
So
probably
they're
going
playing the
to.
house money then.
No, they're not playing with house money. I wouldn't say they're. So
Hold on.
it's hold on. Let me hold on because you're gonna speed me up, and
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't
Yeah.
want to lose what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let me
Yeah.
just calm down and make sure I'm putting everything together. I do not think the Spurs are going into next season with, oh my gosh, we gotta win it all. When I think about pressure, I think of that. Like, oh my god, it's all on us right now. We gotta do it right now. Like, nah, it's no pressure on them. Pressure is set on teams that had their core for a while and also won a championship and or trying to get their first championship or whatever the case may be. Now the Spurs do equal that last part that I just mentioned, right? For the trying to get a championship aspect and also made a championship. When I look at the Western Conference and you want to talk about the word like that, you want to talk about actual pressure. I look at teams that had their build for a while, right? In Minnesota, that's pressure, right? I think about if the Denver Nuggets continue to try to run this Jokic, Jamal Murray, and company back, although they have one, that's pressure, right? I think about OKC in a slight aspect, though. It's not that major to me because majority of people just think that if they were healthy, they would have probably beat San Antonio anyway. So it's not really even much pressure on OKC to me either, to be honest. Now, when I think about San Antonio, it's like all these guys are. Dylan's a rookie. Castle going into year 3, I think, next year. Wemby's going to year 4. I'm not screaming pressure yet. Let these guys be in their. Let them, not even all 3 be in their prime. Let them be approaching their prime, which they're about to be in like 2 years or whatever the case may be. Then by all means, it's pressure. You know what I'm saying? So like, can they have expectations to get to the Western Conference Finals and or Finals again? Yeah, but pressure going into the season to win it all? Nah, I'm not putting
no pressure.
I'm not putting
But
no
How do you
pressure.
have
I hear what you're
expectations?
saying. Hold on.
How do
I
you
would not
have
say
I
it
hear
makes
what
sense.
you're
I wouldn't
saying.
expectations
say it
but
makes
not?
sense, but
Nah,
How do you
nah,
have
what you said. Nah,
expectations
what
but
you
not
said. Hold
pressure
on.
though?
Wait, why? Hold on. What'd you say, son?
How do you have expectations but not pressure?
Yeah, I'm
Like
saying
I
that. And I was gonna kind of add to that. So, Ev, I hear what you're saying, and I think it did not. This gonna sound wild now, but this is just the world we live in. I think you adding a little too much rationale to your take, and just being realistic. There's a little bit of irrational type of energy when it comes down to some of these like expectation talk. And with that being said, the Spurs overachieving this year it's gonna put pressure on them next year just because they overachieved this year. I see what you're saying. They're a young team. You got people coming into second year, third year, that type of stuff. I see what you're saying, and everything you're saying is completely rational and understandable. But that's just not going to be, in my opinion. I just don't think that's going to be the reality of what people going to be expecting from them next year in regards to like them having pressure.
okay, fair.
Just
the
because,
Okay,
argument,
just because
the
they
argument,
overachieved
the
this year.
no, it's
argument,
fair.
the
It's fair. It's
argument
fair.
that
Hold
you're
on.
making,
It's fair. My bad. I'm
the
gonna
arg-
squeeze this in. It's fair because I think Indy will have pressure. So then I think San Antonio do too. My bad. That's fair.
Right
Yeah.
there, it
So
is.
yeah.
Right
So
there. Yep,
okay,
yep.
well,
That's a
we
perfect.
good.
That's a
We
perfect
good.
example.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah,
so the
yeah,
Nuggets can have like a team like the Nuggets, they can have more pressure than the
yeah.
Spurs, but that don't mean the Spurs got no pressure.
Yeah.
My bad. I was wrong.
That's what I was gonna say. His argument was more so saying why these other teams have more pressure than the Spurs.
Yeah,
Not that
yeah,
the
yeah.
Spurs don't have any pressure at
Definitely.
all.
Facts. Y'all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all
Okay, we good.
100% right. My
Okay.
bad. Yep. My brother Goods, yo,
We
you
gonna hit
hey
it
Goods,
off in here, bro.
listen. Let me be honest.
Don't
Don't
set
do
him
it.
up to
Don't
get
do it. Don't
jumped,
do
bro.
it. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
I
don't
Don't do
knew
don't
it.
he was
do
Don't
gonna
do
it.
it.
troll, bro.
Don't do
I
it,
knew
bro.
he was
Don't
gonna
do it, bro.
troll.
Don't do
Bro,
it, bro.
he
Don't
thinking.
do it, bro.
Or go set him up, bro.
Hey,
I
I was
do
just
I do have
I
a
knew this nigga was gonna
question
troll, bro.
for Jordan though. I don't know if Jordan,
What's up? What's up?
because you were saying that they need to cut back on turnovers.
Yeah.
Do you
I think
have?
Ev said it better. I think it's the timeliness of the turnovers in
Did he cut out?
yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Okay, yeah, I just put my phone down. I think it's more but the timeliness about the rebounding, I said about the turnovers. I think the timeliness of the turnovers, um, nature of them, and the fact that team that when they get turnovers, I can't remember which way it was. One of the teams in this finals is top in points per game in transition, and the other one is top in efficiency. So you can't turn the ball over in bad situations because most of the time they're going to convert. What were you going to say about it though?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say like, in what ways do you think what should they employ or execute to help them lower their turnovers?
A different brain for Stephon Castle, and then
That's real.
Because I think Wemby's been leading
when
in turnovers this series. Because I think game one he had like six, right? And then I think
This
game
big
four,
guard getting
and
their
then game
grind.
two he had four.
be fair, how many steals does Mikhail have in this series?
Mikael Bridges
I can
only
I
tell
had
don't
you.
think they
one.
have many.
Yeah, he only
I'm
had
about to
one.
say, yeah, he just been playing solid defense, bro. It ain't really
The
about the
deflections.
turnovers
It's
for
really
him.
the back. Is the
That's
back
yeah.
end is
Yeah.
the
Pretty good
deflections.
series.
I remember the one on Harper though.
That's something I spoke to before the series about Mikhail specifically.
He has 3 for the series.
Yeah. What's up,
Well, I
Sue?
ain't gonna lie.
So you didn't get
Oh my bad.
opportunity. Now you good. Sue, you didn't get opportunity game to get your thoughts out. And I want to hear from Goods too. Goods been he been high on the Knicks, y'all, for the majority of this the whole entire postseason and going into this postseason. So let's hear what Goods got to say real quick after Sue. Oh, slide too. Damn, my bad.
Josh Hart got 5 steals for the series. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, a
Hey,
lot
give
of
it to
niggas already
Minix. That's
spoke
crazy.
on most of my points, but I ain't gonna lie. Like my issue, because we're like talking about like defense, and we did speak about a little offense, but the Spurs offense to me is just too mid. Like they gotta get the ball out of Castle's hands, stop treating him like he's Draymond Green. Harper and Fox need to control the ball more, but this game, bro, the game, because I bet a lot of money on this game. I lost it, but on the Spurs. But this game was lost in the second quarter when it was 30, when I think Fox scored like 9 straight or some shit like that. I think it was 7 or 9. And then the score was 25-37. And the only 2 people who were doing okay on the Knicks were like Brunson and OG. And then for some reason, this nigga Wemby gives Cat an open three, and it just starts the whole run. And then Mikhail gets on fire, and then just a trickle down effect happened to the whole team, and then they came back. So I just think for game three, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think they can win one game, but it's gonna be hard to win in New York after losing like that. I think the way they lost in game one was fine, but losing that way is like crazy. So I just don't know emotionally how. I know they're dogs, but it's like I just gotta see how they react off the home crowd of the Knicks, the city of the Knicks, just the celebrity, all that shit. Because I ain't gonna lie, we haven't seen what we're about to see in Game 3. Like as far as the crowd, I don't think we're gonna see some shit like that for like I don't know, like just how amped them niggas gonna be. So, but yeah, last thing though is like Wemby has to be a lot better though. I think they gotta put him in better positions. I think Harper needs to be on ball more. I think that's just simple. Like I know he played him a lot more, but in the second quarter, well, they be putting Fox in the corner. I mean, they be putting Harper in the corner, and Fox has the ball a little bit too much, and then Castle will come in the game and have the ball too much. So I think they need to try to get Harper the ball more. But yeah, they just and also like those 2 guards specifically that I'm talking about needing the ball more. They also need to find Wemby more because they don't both do a good job at that. And someone in here was talking about it. Like Castle's like Wemby's best partner when it comes to those pick and rolls and shit. So the other two gotta be better. But yeah, I think the series is pretty much over though. So shout out to the Knicks though. They're all playing really good. Shout out Cat. You feel me? Cat switching. I think for the last, it's crazy. Like the last 3 years to see what after him like doing the Jokic shit and then coming to New York and then seeing how his whole career flipped is kind of crazy though. So shout out to him and the Knicks. So they have a crazy team.
Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, you said that one thing that nobody said at all. You know, I think I spoke on McHale in the second quarter when Heaven Sent said the quarter, but nobody spoke on how bad the Spurs were in that quarter. I think they was like 3 for 20.
Yeah.
I want to say in that quarter. I think it was like that.
Yeah, I think they scored like 18 points that quarter.
Yeah,
But particularly Wemby, like Wemby was not good.
yeah, they were
Man.
4 for 21 in that second quarter, and that's what pretty much lost the game. To be honest, a lot of their points came from the free throw line. Obviously, going 8 for 9 in that period, and also, yeah, that's another thing that BJ was here. He'll speak on it. They missed like 10 free throws, I think, in this game, somewhere in that ballpark. 8 free throws. I'm sorry, 8 free throws. So yeah, and they lost by 1 point.
You think that's what lost them the game?
No, I'm just saying BJ would speak on it. The free throw missing,
Oh.
yeah, missing the free throws, like that was really bad. I think Harper missed a couple. Wemby missed a couple. Wemby missed 3. Harper missed 1. Castle 2. Just little things like that. When you got to convert in these finals, man, because you never know how many points you're going to need at the end of the day to be able to win the game.
They had so many chances after that quarter though to convert and win the game, and so it's like, I don't know.
How do y'all feel about the double teams on JB leaving guys open?
Hold on, Twain. My bad. Hold
Oh,
on.
no, you good.
Yeah, just let me get the goods and slide in there. We're done with the hands for the most part. Or not hands, but people that wanted to speak. Slide. Going once. CJ, well, still slides ready or not, and then we're gonna go good. Pacers don't have pressure because you don't know how highly gonna look. Yeah, I disagree, brother. They're not caring how highly gonna look. They prioritize getting a center on the deadline. Prior to this offseason, you add a guy like Zubac, you put him with Siakam and what they already have going on there. The Pacers 1,000% still have pressure still, and will have pressure going into the season coming up to me, along with the Boston Celtics, along with the Cleveland Cavaliers, obviously. In a sense, obviously the Sixers, but they're
Orlando.
They're the low Orlando. They're the low Detroit.
The whole East.
Detroit,
I mean, you're not wrong though.
damn near a lot of teams in these got pressure. Like I'm just being real. So, good.
Yo,
Miami don't got pressure. Ev, don't worry.
Oh, I know we don't.
Not yet. Not yet.
What's
I ask you a quick question, Ed?
Yeah.
So besides the Celtics, because they were like a little cheating, when's the last time you seen an NBA team where they always got at least 4 shooters on the court? That shit crazy, bro. To me, for the most part, the Knicks. I mean, unless it's Mitchell Robinson, but when they like bring in Shamit or they bring in McDeuce, and they'll take like they always have Mikal, OG.
The Cavs have that. They can put 4 shooters on the floor.
At all times?
Majority of the time.
Like when they do the Mobley or Jared Allen at 5, and then they have like, because I think Keon was shooting like 40% from 3 this year.
But they play
like they're guards because they don't have no wings. Like we're all shooting like.
Nah, I'm sorry. He said all teams everybody have lineup where they can do that. But nobody has it where the Knicks or the Celtics did to him in 2020.
The Celtics is a little different.
Playable.
Yeah.
The lineups are playable.
Yeah. And also playing.
You gotta be two-way though. Celtics really.
It was playable. It was playable for
the offense. The offense shouldn't even be the offense.
That shit's so hard to guard, bro.
The offense shouldn't even be the main talking point for these games, in my opinion. That shouldn't be it for me.
It's your turn, brother.
Yeah. For me, the Knicks defense, more than anything, has just been excellent. And this is why I picked them in 6 games. They might win in 4 or 5. But I picked them in 6 games because their ability to like finish possessions, and one thing that differed from them and us, they have bigger guys on the wing to guard the Spurs guards. It matters because as you see, they're heavily relying on driving and getting to the rim. So if they can take advantage of smaller guys, they're going to get there. They're going to do what they do, and then the Knicks, they could just
put OG or they could put McHale on him. And McHale, niggas think McHale is a scrawny dude. Nah, McHale like 215, 220. Like he's a bigger guy. Like he's not some weak nigga that's just gonna get pushed around by these guards. So that shit matters in this matchup. And then their ability to just switch on to Wemby at times with Cat. And Cat has just been amazing to me. And I said he was my X factor. I said niggas were thinking about this shit too much. It was him. He was simply going to be the X factor in this series. Didn't want to hear about no Josh Hart. Didn't want to hear about nobody else. It was going to be Cat. Cat, just how he is as a player. The shooting, the rebounding, the quickness on drives, the passing is literally everything you need to counter a nigga like Wemby. Because Wemby, niggas are going to talk about his all-world defense and shit, but that nigga hasn't been great on defense 2 straight series. I don't think he was great against us. And this series, he's been absolutely awful. He's been getting killed on closeouts. He hasn't been closing out the shooters. He hasn't been affecting anything really at the rim. Like, so what the fuck is all the all-world shit for? This is what I be saying. Y'all be quick to jump to this best in the world shit with certain niggas. And it's just like, relax, bro. Relax. This nigga is still not there offensively to where I could just give him the crown. Simple. We'll never give him the crown until he gets at least a stable mid-range shot to where, like, you could count on that shit. He has nothing to go to. The only thing he has to go to is those little lobs he gets at the rim. That's it. If you watch the OKC series, it was all threes and putbacks or lobs. The nigga really wasn't getting shit in the mid-range at all. It was all threes, putbacks, and lobs because he had the size advantage at times. There was times he would drive, throw the ball at the fucking rim, and because we didn't have wings like OG or McHale or Josh Hart even to go and board up, he would just go and put it back. Like, the nigga is so raw offensively. And it's like, niggas were just so quick to crown this nigga. Oh, he's best in the world. Oh my God, he's 22. Oh my God, he's this, he's that. And shut the fuck up, bro. But yeah, bro, like everything I've been saying about the Knicks all playoffs, it's a serious team, bro. I said they've been playing like a top 3 team in the world. Before like the playoffs even started. These niggas are a great team, bro. They got their ball handler. They got 2 wings that could effectively shoot, attack, closeouts. They got a big who could do everything damn near. And if he's playing defense like this, like, it's like, what else can you fucking do in that starting lineup? Because even if you're helping off of Josh Hart is really good at playmaking and crashing the board. So he's always going to affect the play on a play-to-play basis. He's always going to do that. But when you got Shaman out there, there's literally nobody you can help off of, bro. Like, it's damn near impossible to guard them niggas unless you have a really good guard who could fight over screens and a really good help side guy that, like, you just gotta have a lot, which is why I thought like we would have beat them niggas in 6 if we would have saw them. But you know, you can't get everything you want. Health fucked us up this year, but it is what it is, bro. Like, the Spurs should not be here. They're a young ass team, really good young players, but they're a young ass team who did what they did against us last series, and yeah, that's just how the cookie crumbles, bro. They seen grown men, and they getting their ass beat now. What happens, bro?
You know what's
all I gotta say
crazy?
about the game.
You know what's crazy? Just one thing about the Shaman thing, bro. I said early in the year the Knicks had to find which one of those guards at the back end of the rotation was going to like solidify that spot between like Shamit, Clarkson, and fucking Kolek. I just would have never thought it was going to be Shamit. I would have said the other 2 well before.
Yeah.
The fact that it ended up being Shamit to me is hilarious because I was right about that, but I had Kolek, then I had Clarkson. I would have never guessed.
Forgot about Kolek.
You know what's funny is because Shamit don't look like it, but the nigga like 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
And he's a good defender. Like, he's not a nigga that's gonna get blown by. Clarkson and Kolek can't defend for shit.
Yeah, they can't defend. Yeah.
So it's like So it's like
Or
they found like the perfect guy to put there, like in those minutes when Josh Hart is like not affecting the game like that. You just throw this nigga in there and he's gonna do a great job, bro. Like the Knicks found it. They found like the perfect like, you know, set of players. And yeah, bro, like I can't say enough about this cat nigga, bro. Like, yeah, I be slandering Chet, and I was slandering Chet in the timeline last, and I was like, nigga, like I'm looking at a cat, and I'm like crying because I got Chet Holmgren, nigga. But it's just like he's a unique player. Like there is no cat in the league until like Boozer come in and take the crown. But there is no cat in the league that like a player that could just shoot that level.
Oh
He's the
shit, that's
best.
great for the agenda. No, this is great for the agenda, goods. Yep.
He's the best. He's the
Cat
Sorry,
not
best
on
big
sorry.
man.
What did I?
MVP, but Boozer can't do it. Okay, yep.
Sorry, what did he say? I missed what he said. What did he say? I want to see. What did say that
Nah,
again?
I said there is no cat in the league until Boozer come in and take the crown. But Cat is just like the perfect mix of like he's a crazy offensive player, bro. Like you can't help off this nigga at all. He the best big man shooter probably in history outside of Dirk. Um, and then the nigga, you think he's slow, but that nigga's something, bro. I don't know how his feet move like that, bro. The nigga is so fucking quick, and he's a great driver.
He
So it's
decisive with
like,
his movements, bro. That's what
yeah.
it
So
is.
when
He
it's
real
like, so
decisive.
when he's getting to the cup, bro, there's not really a lot you can do. Back in
It's
the day,
really
we
the
used to
straight
say,
line drives. Like
yeah, the straight
he,
line
That's
drives
the
are crazy, and
decisiveness. Yeah,
yeah, and
decisiveness.
then the
Like
problem with
you know how
people
to drive.
had with him early in his career was that his playmaking off of those drives used to be terrible. Now he's actually like solid ass passer, playmaker. So it's like
Now that
he's
I
really
look at,
fucking hard to defend, bro.
yeah,
Like nigga,
when I look back at it though, I feel like that's probably because like he didn't have the level of space to make those
true,
decisions.
yeah. And then the Knicks offense is much different now. Like whenever they're like the offense is bogging down and Brunson is getting tired, they just run DHOs with Cat. And everybody is moving off the ball. Nobody is standing still like in the Thibodeau offense. Everybody is moving. So anybody
Bingo.
driving, cutting, moving, like it's different, bro. It's different. But yeah, bro. Shout out to Mike Brown too. Mike Brown, excellent coach.
I'm glad.
Um,
I'm glad someone said it, bro. That's why I came
yeah,
up. Man. I have to go back on
yeah.
mute.
Mike Brown, excellent, bro. Like
What was it that you
everything he
said? I
doing
missed it.
defensively, excellent.
Like moving around. What was it?
You said what?
What was it that you just said before I said bingo? I missed it. Like you said moving
you
around.
said
What was it?
No, I
everybody's
said
cutting
Mike
and
Brown.
moving.
Mike Brown, an excellent coach. Like he's great. He's great, bro. Like
Because
what he's doing with them.
I'm hearing like granted, and it goes back to what Sue said, right? About the four shooters, right? And the last one was Boston Celtics. But I mean, I think it's also more to that, and they kind of run the same shit that Boston did. That Goods just said. That just added more to the people being out there to shoot, bro. It's being able to shoot, and it's the relocations, bro. Like everybody is like they don't pass and stand. Like when they pass, they move. Even when they driving, if one player is driving, all four players are moving and relocating to different spots. And that shit, and when you also add that they all can shoot, that shit is hard to guard, bro. And you could tell like the Spurs, they it ain't even just the Spurs. It's a basketball thing in general. Like I don't even really want to just specifically say the Spurs. Like it's hard to guard 4 to 5 shooters on the court at one time. They all be able to reload. It's really just a read and react offense. That's really all it is. And it's hard to guard that shit for 24 seconds, bro. Like even possessions where the Knicks, it's 3 4 seconds left on the shot clock, they're not phased. Like they're still going to get their shot, and it's just based off all of them are being able to move and relocate and being able to shoot the ball. So I just wanted to add that in. I didn't hear nobody say that, but Goods just did. So
Now, it's actually a good point before Sly go because I was watching that game last night and I can probably count on one hand where they had a bad 24 seconds. Like literally one hand
Yep.
when they had a bad 24. Probably literally 2 or 3 times. So yeah, go
and
ahead.
it, and, it,
Yeah,
and it's and it's
and it
not a
was and it was
Spurs
like
thing. It's not a Spurs thing either. That's not
yeah, like
a match of the Spurs.
their bad possessions were shot clock violations because they were overpassing. Like
and it
that's
and it's
crazy, bro.
this is why it's so hard for, and it's not a shot at Wimby because he's going to be best in the world, if not next year, the year after, probably. But that's why it's so hard for players who only are so good offensively to be like best in the world, though, because there's a way to neutralize defensive impact, like to at least hit back at it a little bit, to where it's not like otherworldly, to where it's just like very good. So that you need offense to be able to fall back on if you're still going to be like, best in the world caliber player, and he's just not quite there yet on the offensive end. Because you can play, you, there's other teams that can play like the Knicks are playing. They're not doing anything that's like, they're just playing smart, good basketball. They share the ball. They got, like Stu said, they do have the personnel to be able to do that. But that's the kind of basketball that most teams are trying to trend towards playing anyway in the league. So he's gonna have to get
Yeah,
better
niggas had
on
to kill
offense.
my two ball handlers. Fuck it though. Fuck them niggas.
I mean,
Fuck
to,
them
to
niggas.
to even add on to that, which is true, you can. It all falls back to who's on the team. Like it don't. To me, like that only goes so. Just in my opinion, that shit only goes so far. Like, yeah, you can try to revert to that, right? Like you can. Anybody like they're not. It's nothing but a read and react offense, bro. It's nothing crazy.
Oh, you
You're
talking
not
about the
running
offense that the
six.
Knicks are running?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, like it's
Oh
drive,
it's
yeah,
it's
kick,
not
swing,
it's not
swing.
nothing crazy. You ain't coming off
yeah.
two back screens. You ain't coming off flare. It's nothing crazy that they're doing.
But
So I do agree with
Tez,
that. What I'm saying, hold up, bro. What I'm saying is anybody in the league can run that shit, bro. All 30 teams can run that. But it's hard to do that when you don't got the players to do that.
Oh yeah,
Like
for sure.
when
You
you
have to have the players.
yeah, when you when
You have
you
to have the
when you
players.
got the players to run that shit, bro, I don't like it. Like I said, and that's why I specifically wanted to say like it's not a Spurs thing. Like it's not a Spurs defense. Like to me, like it's not just them going out there playing bad defense. Because I don't think they're really playing bad defense. To be honest,
No,
They're not.
I,
They're not. They're
I
not.
think
it's just
they're just guarding.
They're not converting.
They're just having to guard some shit that it's just hard to guard in
for
basketball.
24
Period.
seconds.
Like yeah, like that's it's not a knock to them. It's just bro.
Yeah, no, it's not a knock. Yeah, it's definitely not a
Yeah, and then the
knock.
thing
It's
about,
just
bro, I'm
you
gonna
know,
keep reiterating this, bro. Positional size matters. That's why I need, bro.
for sure,
I need that nigga
for
Sam to
sure.
get me Yaxel, get me Swain, get me Morez,
Okay,
nigga.
bro,
Go
okay,
get me them niggas
bro. You
Man,
now.
know,
OG
That
and like,
shit
yo, it's crazy.
matters, bro. Bro, their ability to finish possessions. The reason why the Spurs were
yeah.
scoring on us was a lot of offensive rebounding. The Knicks are finishing
Mm-hmm.
fucking possessions and not allowing these niggas also to get into transition. Like, that's a big thing. They're not letting them get into transition. And they're not
Like
letting them
Yep.
get
I'm
offensive
saying,
rebounds for
brother,
easy points, bro. Like, damn.
I'm saying OG drive from the wing, pass it, and go to the corner. Get the ball
Mm-hmm.
back. Get the ball
Yep.
back. Dribble baseline pass. Run to the
Mm-hmm.
wing. Like, and all them niggas are doing that, bro. And so it's like, bro, that shit not. And then you got to guard. Then on top of that, you have to guard it for 24 seconds, bro. Do you know that's not easy? Like that ain't easy to do, bro. And it's and
And then
especially when they all. Then you add the factor that they all can just run to the spot and spot up and shoot. So it's like, and then you got Cat orchestrating the shit at the top, and if none of that shit is working, none of them
yeah,
backline
yep.
movements is working,
Yep.
you got a
Yep.
nigga that can straight line drive this bitch to the
Exactly.
basket
Exactly.
and finish. So it's like, like
Exactly.
I said, bro, it's not a knock, bro, because I swear, like, I'm gonna let Sly go, but I don't think the Spurs are playing bad defense, bro. This shit ain't simple. It ain't
Only
simple
so
as,
much you can
as you
do.
think it is. Yeah, it's only so much
Only
you can
so
do, bro.
Yeah, we on the same page. That's more so what I'm saying. Yeah, it's only so much you could do defensively. Like if a team has the personnel and is employing a certain scheme with that personnel, like the Knicks are. That's why it's important. Like on your end on offense, you don't have to play the same way, but you gotta be organized and efficient because they're always gonna be that way. For the most part.
Let's like come in here.
We gonna
Gotta talk for a
reiterate
while.
this shit. In the playoffs, having a go-getter matters too. Like, nigga. The Knicks are doing a great job defensively. Like, they're doing a great job offensively. I want to talk about that defense a little more. Bro, the Spurs guards outside of Harper hasn't been touching the ball enough. And I don't, quite frankly, I don't think he's ready for that level of like play to be just strictly like the one on ball guard to go get it. I don't think he's there yet. But the Knicks are stifling all of that shit. Like Fox is doing what he does occasionally, but nigga, if you don't have a go getter in the playoffs, bro, oh my god, it's gonna be hard to win. Like they're going to Wemby for plays down the stretch. That should never happen. Wemby is
Shooting
not
midi
there offensively. That nigga shot a midi
too.
from the left side. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's not even his game. And they give it to him at the end of the game for another midi. Yeah, he should have made it. But it's like when a team is playing that good of defense on you all night, it's going to get to you mentally. It's going to fuck you up a little bit. So I can see how he missed. He's young. He will get better from this. But, bro, like you need that guard. You need that one nigga that you know. Get a ball to him. He going to go get it late in games, bro. And they don't have that shit right now. So, yeah, bro.
Let's like come in here because he's been waiting for a minute.
All right,
Like,
y'all hear me?
yeah.
Yo,
All right,
Wait,
my bad.
He's a nasty nigga, bro.
My
Go
bad.
ahead, Spot.
If y'all heard all the background noise, but about game 2, bro, I heard a lot of the sentiments. Like everybody said, I agree with Jordan Woods. I agree with Ed. Like I agree with Jordan Woods as far as they don't got to do much to stop turning the ball over and rebound. It's almost like they're just not playing with effort. Like they're just not finishing shit off for real. For real. That is shit that they can control. If they do that, they either up 2-0 or they 1-1. But they're not doing that, so they down 0-2. What did F say? The word that I would use to go into game 3 though, because I've been big on like the Spurs poise down the stretch in close games and shit like that, and it's like they just lost all of that. So like down the stretch of the game, they're not really executing like that. That last play for Wemby to shoot a mid-range jumper was definitely some bullshit to me. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I might have tried to draw up a play for somebody like a shooter to get a jumper, maybe a Fox drive, something like that. I don't think I would have drew up something for no Wemby jumper. And then on the Knicks end, bro, I'm just impressed. It's like the YNs versus the OGs. The OGs got the poise. The OGs got the execution. The OGs ain't scared. Them niggas ain't backing down. Like, we was gassing up Wemby. We was propping up Wemby, talking about he's this problem, and they like, fuck this nigga. We on this nigga's boots. And shout out to this nigga Cat, man. I don't know if this nigga heard everybody talking shit about him, calling him Big Purr. I called him Big Coochie. No disrespect. But that nigga is playing like
My
a
brother.
man. That nigga playing like a man, bro. Like, I ain't.
Pride Month, Carl.
Yeah, that's wild.
Brother.
That's wild. But I can't believe that when I'm saying, I was wrong about the OG and an OB nigga. I for all the OG advocates out here, in fact, it's that Finesse, Byron.
No, don't
Woods,
put Finesse in there, but yeah, Jordan Woods, yeah, it's Byron, yeah.
My apologies. That little stale face nigga, that nigga nice. Everybody could use an OG and an OB.
Say that again.
I don't know, bro. This shit is weird, bro. It is weird. Because them niggas ain't really like doubling Wemby, Cat going at Wemby, Cat guarding that nigga. It's I'm confused on what I'm seeing, my nigga. Like I don't know, bro. This shit is. I thought it would be like the series will be going a little bit better than what it is, but it's really like the Knicks have been controlling this shit from jump, and it's like niggas that think Knicks can win in 4. I thought it would be crazy to say this shit, but it's looking realistic, my nigga. It's looking realistic.
Damn, niggas done went all the way to next week? Damn.
It's crazy because it was like 3 or 4 people that actually picked the Knicks in this series, and I just want to shout out all them people.
Yeah, come on, bro. You know
shout out my
bro.
dog. Shout out my dog Wood. Shout out my dog Chan. And I'm gonna give myself a shout out. I'm gonna give Finesse a shout out.
No, I picked the Spurs, but I wanted the Knicks.
He did all that just so you could give himself a shout out.
Yeah, I'm giving myself a pat on the back.
That's right. That's Jordan. That's right to me. That's
I'm
why
gonna
to
give my
me.
dog Goods a shout
Oh
out.
yeah, I love this. Niggas start
Solid,
That's
giving
why to
solid
themselves
me.
pats on
Goods.
the backs after game two.
That's why to
Okay.
me it's blowing
Basketball
me
guys don't like
because
shit
like
like that, by the way.
because like I was like yeah like to me the way for them to win is for this and this and this to happen
Mm-hmm.
and like Wemby would have to play below people thought he would have to play like
This is
I
below
didn't think
below.
I woke up one day, bro. I was Spurs. I was like firm Spurs, like right up until predictions, bro. I flipped literally in the moment to the Knicks, just because, not because of the Wemby shit though, because it's been surprising how close Cat and Wemby have been in the series. Cat outplaying them.
that's
That's
the
been
thing.
surprising. But the other shit wasn't surprising. The other shit is the reasons that I switched to it. The play style from the Knicks, how they could, like Kyle said, they could do what OKC did in Spurs. They could do consistently with the play style and movement and all that. Better
Which
shooters, role
yeah.
players, physicality. Those are all the reasons I switched. But the
Would
Wemby and Cat shit I didn't foresee.
listen, I was with you with all of that, right? Because remember, my thing was is the cat thing for me. Like that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
would have
that's the
put it
yeah,
over
that's
the
not.
edge for me. That's why I was like, yo, I don't think that's gonna happen. So therefore, I'm a lean Spurs. But but that's
Yeah.
what's been happening. So I don't
A cat.
What's
because
can I ask you a question?
even the
What's
Jimmy
with the
Buster thing,
cat
like
thing that you have problems with, or well, not problems, concerns?
no, like I was like, I think that everybody, like the role players would do well because I think Cat will pull him out of the paint and all that. But I just thought Wemby would still be more impactful than Cat. And I think that would have pushed them over the edge to win the series. Like I didn't think Cat was going to be ass. I just thought Wemby would outperform him. And that just hasn't been happening.
Type shit. Okay.
Yeah, like that's just not. And the fact that Wemby's been outperforming him and they've been edging these out, that like that to me, that's what the difference is to me. Like that's what the difference is. Wemby has been not been performing the way that people thought he would, and he's been performing like well below that to me. Like I don't know what y'all feel, but to me, he's
Yeah,
been
I was about to
performing well
say.
below that.
Yeah,
It's not just it's
I
not
thought
just
Wemby
dropping.
was
It's
not gonna
way below.
perform. I thought Wemby was not gonna perform because OG would be on him for most of it. But Cat being on him and Cat doing this great of a job, that's kind
Same.
of like stifling everything. Because now if Cat is doing this great of a job, they still have the OG factor, and we all know Mitch Robb guards him like really really well because Mitch Robb is like 7'3", 8 foot wingspan. Like he guarding that nigga well, and he's stronger than him. But that Cat shit is throwing me off. I'm not gonna
The,
lie.
the
Because
If
I
that
cat,
thought
can
cat.
continue,
I mean,
this is another thing. This is
I
another thing
don't
too.
really
I
think
thought
it's
Cat would get more in foul trouble with Wemby. Like,
yeah,
that's why it's like
Yeah, that
just
too.
it's yeah. That's what's it's
That's
like
why I
this
had
shit
seven
not
instead of
making.
six for
Yeah,
the
that's why
Spurs
this
too.
because I was like, yeah, he's gonna outperform Cat, and then Cat's gonna probably get in some foul trouble for a few games, and so like da 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 da, and like none. Well, it's only been 2 games, so it can happen maybe later in the series, but like none of that's been happening.
to
I
get
think I
Cat in
think I
foul
think that's I
trouble.
think that's part of the pre game planning though. Like that's that's something like before the series start you hammer on right.
Yeah,
If we already know, okay, say if it was us, we're going into this series, Cat, we're throwing you on Wimby. Now the point of emphasis is that you have to be disciplined enough to not get in foul trouble. That's
Mm-hmm.
probably number one. That's probably number one on the fucking board, to be honest. Like for us to get to where we want to go, for us to win this series, we have to stick you on Wemby, but you cannot get in foul trouble. And I'm pretty sure that's been hammering like before the series even started. I'm pretty
And
sure.
Chaz, you know the crazy part about that? I think off rip, someone could hear that and say that that's difficult to do. The more I'm thinking about it, when you're guarding a guy
Oh,
like Wemby, it's not that difficult because
Yep.
if you play smart,
he
it's
don't have
not
a
that difficult.
he don't have an
yeah.
offensive game. So
He
how
don't
is
have,
it difficult?
but he don't have an offensive game. But then at the same time, if this 8 foot nigga will shoot over the top of you, so be it. You're not gonna
Yep.
he's not seeing the contest
I mean,
anyway.
that's
So
what
why
you.
the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah. I
Yeah,
agree. That's
yeah,
what you live with though. Like
yeah. You live with that. Yeah,
you're not because we just like we say it all the time with great players, bro. It's not about stopping a nigga. Like these niggas are
Make it difficult.
these are elite players, bro. You're not
Facts.
the point should not be going into a series and
Trying to
your
stop them.
mindset should be to stop this nigga.
Like
Like
as bad
that
as
ain't
he
gonna
played, he
happen,
still
bro.
had 29 both of these
Yeah,
games.
bro. The 8 foot
So,
nigga get
but you can contain,
putbacks and
you can make the shots
over the top.
limit. You can limit you just want to limit the easy shots, bro.
You want to limit him
You want
getting
to
to his
limit easy
spots.
shots, and you can. I mean, you can get to the spots though. I mean, because he's also not even even if he do get to the spots, bro, he's not a good mid range shooter. So
Yeah,
it's
at that
like
point, you just let him shoot.
bro, I'm
You just get a
living.
hand up and let him shoot. You don't
Yeah,
get no dumb shit.
With Wimby, bro. Like and you know, I said this back in our series, bro. I'm living with jumpers, bro. I don't give a fuck what type of
Absolutely.
jumper it is. It could
Yeah.
be
Nope.
a 20 foot, it could be a 18 foot, it could be 30 foot 3 point shot. You can take all of them shits, bro. We have to limit layups and dunks. We
Exactly.
limit layups and dunks and rely on you hitting jumpers. You are 7'5", bro. That is something that we're coming into this series and we have to live with. You're going to have
Yep.
to hit jumpers, but you're not getting lobs. You're not getting dunks. You're not getting putback dunks. You're not getting easy layups at the fucking rim. Anything else you can have, and that's just what we got to live with. You ain't going to stop him, bro. It's not about stopping him at all.
I
Yeah. I
don't
think.
even, and that's cat defensive, cat offensively with his passing, he's just been
You
on
miss him.
both ends of the floor. Like,
He's also been very, very fit.
huh?
It's crazy to us because like
He's been super physical with Wemby.
I'm not trying to troll when I say this. I'm not trying. I promise I'm not. But like y'all have better personnel to even like to do a lot of
It's
this shit on offense.
no. I think what happened, because now that I'm looking back at it,
Uh-huh.
like this makes a lot of sense because they would run similar things where they'll run a pick and pop, and
Mm-hmm.
they'll kick it to him to the top for three, but like he would hesitate. And now I'm thinking, yo, was he hesitating because he was like, yo, like should I drive because Rudy down there, or like
Oh,
should I
he's
pass
blaming
it because
Rudy.
like
Okay.
or should I pass it because like J Max over there? I don't know if he's gonna hit that three. Like
Yeah.
so, I just feel
Rudy
like
Who
was
y'all
the
talking
so
about?
they
Y'all
should have
talking about
traded
the Wolves and
Rudy.
the Spurs?
no,
No,
just
the
no.
Wolves and the Knicks.
When the Wolves the personnel of the Knicks with Cat compared to the personnel of the Wolves with Cat.
I just
Hmm.
think, I just think,
I
and
mean,
this is where,
y'all didn't have Dante, so that's
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like
and then
they
the
didn't
if
have.
y'all
coaching,
would have had Dante, I
Yeah.
think it would have been a lot
the
different.
No,
That
coaching
series, though.
I think
the
minus the
Yeah,
coaching trick because we agree
I
the
don't.
coaching trick is
I
bad.
think,
But
but
I think
I think that's number
this he
one
doesn't
though.
have
Like
he don't have the
that's number
spacing
one.
though. He didn't have the
What's
spacing
number
to
one?
work. He didn't have the
I
same
think
level of spacing to work.
I think Mike Brown and Finch is the factor. Like
I do too. I think that's number one as well.
you like the thing about it. Finch don't even want to run that shit, bro. Like you can
Yeah.
have the personnel all you want, but you got to have a coach that's willing to hammer down and like this shit been implemented since game one back in October, gang. And it's just once you run something for 82 games, you practice it every fucking day. You do, you know what I'm saying? You do these things for 5 to 6 months. When it
You talking
gets
about
to
the
this
Knicks?
Yes, when it gets to plus, and I'm saying with them adding the cat and this the new formula that they have, Mike Brown coming in this year, like this has been like you remember when back in beginning of the season, Cat was coming in the interview saying I don't even know my role because it was so
Yeah.
new. You know what I
I
mean?
was saying
So,
that.
so
But they
when
incorporate
you're
a bit more.
one second when you're implementing something from October or hell even probably the summer, this shit probably been going on since the last summer. But when you all that shit is to get everything down packed for these moments. And now they all look
Hey,
like
they haven't
what
started to the playoffs, brother.
huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this didn't start until the playoffs.
the cat hub stuff ain't started to the playoffs. That ain't coming to the
I
season
think it
tomorrow.
hasn't. They haven't
I'm
like.
saying but they've been running read and react though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
but cat as a
elements of
whole,
how
but
they've been playing before the
the
playoffs.
reader react out of
That's
cat
all
is
it
monster.
yeah, okay, you can yeah, the hub. Okay, that's fair. But I'm saying
The
but
philosophy.
at the end of the day, Byron, like it's nothing but a read and react game. Like that is nothing crazy. Like
Yeah, nah, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
they're not,
Adding
but
the cat
The
element is
Knicks
different,
aren't
but yeah,
doing
it is reading
nothing
react.
crazy. Like they're not I swear they're not doing nothing crazy, bro. It's just now when you've been implementing that for so long, Byron, and now you implement a hub involved of what you already been working on through all year. That should just make it just take
Bro,
it
that
over the
shit just
top.
looks so different than when you compare it to a team that don't run shit. That's what it is. You compare them to you compare them to the run shit at or having consistency. A
You
lot of
You're in a
breaking up,
blender,
gang.
bro.
I mean, it's just cooked.
You can hear me? Now you can hear me?
Yeah, now we
Yeah.
can.
Hello? Okay, yeah. No, I was saying you compare them to a team in the Wolves who don't run shit. So the Knicks going through what they going through, even on their worst day before they solidify a lot of shit in the playoffs, they still had a philosophy of how they wanted to play basketball all season. It may have how they deployed that might have been like herky jerky and they finally settled on a way to do it. But you compare them to a team with the Wolves who they they don't at all. Like they don't have no
Right?
bare bones
It's
principles
ISO.
on
I think
It's
it's a,
offense to
ISO
start
for
from.
it's
but I
four
think it's
flat
a
ISO, bro.
combination. I think it's a combination of two things. I think, yeah, the coaching is the part of it. I just thought that spoke for itself because everybody knows like they don't run anything. But two, like
Oh yeah.
the personnel as well is just different. Like he just has more space to work. Like he just has more space to work in a cat. Like I don't, which is fine. Like I don't know.
Did Sly ever get to go, y'all? My bad, my niece is over
Yeah,
here.
he did.
Okay.
Yeah,
I brought
Sly
him in
went.
already. When you left, I took
My
over
niece.
because
Hey,
apparently,
hey,
you did this part
hey,
time thing.
Heaven and Jordan, talk to me, man. Like LeBron, OKC,
I mean, listen,
pull up.
You said
listen.
LeBron
What?
OKC.
Come on.
Bro, what?
Like, talk to me. Listen, so
You ain't here,
get
bro. He coming
we
over
could
here,
really
bro.
get the deal. We could really get the deal done. Brian come play the 4. You feel me?
I'm not gonna lie,
Shat 5.
we might, Finesse, hear me out, hold on. This sound good, but like, Byron was just talking about how the Spurs need a 4, bro. Like, I know it might be sacrilegious to help that nigga out, but like, if we the missing piece and he win, like, we can't take no credit for that.
But listen though, but listen, y'all don't.
Wait, hold on.
Brian
Wait,
don't
hold on.
need.
Wait, hold. Wait,
Brian
wait, wait,
don't
wait,
need.
wait,
Brian
wait,
don't
wait,
need
wait,
that
All
type of
right, this
shit
is
in his
wait,
life
crazy,
right
bro.
now.
wait,
Brian
wait,
don't need that type of shit in his life. Brian come get
wait,
this ring. Do not help Wemby get a ring. Come
wait,
with
Jordan, Jordan,
us. It's
Bro,
Jordan, Jordan,
bro,
Jordan,
time.
Jordan,
bro, I
Jordan,
ain't gonna
It's
Jordan.
lie,
time.
bro.
Like,
You niggas is too shameless for my
This
liking,
nigga
Wait,
bro.
begging
Jordan,
for
Nigga
LeBron,
always
bro.
be attached to the
walk
Lakers,
with
Niggas is
me.
bro.
begging for LeBron, bro.
Nigga
Nigga
ain't
always
even
be
What are
free
y'all
agent,
begging
nigga
for
bro.
always
LeBron?
always be attached to the Lakers,
Jordan,
bro.
Jordan,
What
walk
are
with
y'all
me.
Nah,
begging
Walk
for
with
Hey,
me.
bro.
LeBron?
hey, Byron,
So,
talk
hey,
to me,
there's a
brother.
first and
Byron,
fourth,
talk
bro.
to me,
Chill,
Hell,
brother.
bro.
hell no,
that's how you
Jordan.
get
Nigga,
a
I'm trying to
spinning
wait for
brother
you,
Nigga,
bro. I
what's
short.
don't know
wrong
what you talking about.
today?
Nigga,
Nah,
He
come
just
to the
mad.
chill,
Lakers,
He
bro.
he
man.
just mad. Nobody begging for Steph. But listen, Jordan, walk with me here. Walk with me
Niggas
here.
Yeah, what's up?
breakfast stuff every day. You're
Look,
burnt out.
look, look, look,
Especially
look,
Minnesota fans.
look,
Y'all
look,
really
look,
get
look,
it.
look, look,
Go
look.
look on your
The
timeline
one
right now
team.
and type
The
in
one
Minnesota
team.
stuff,
That's how
The
we
Curry.
need
one
to.
team.
That's
You
how
lying,
we need
man.
to
You
do
want
it.
you want
Okay.
130, bro. You
Go,
stop lying
I'm
on
think.
us.
I'm here
go to
thinking about
Twitter
what
right
you're
now and
saying.
type in Minnesota and Steph Curry. Watch how much these niggas
And by
bang
the
for
way,
Steph.
Lo,
Great role player.
I'm ready to pull up. Chinez don't want to pull up. I'm ready to pull
I'm
up.
not
Fuck
pulling
it.
up. But Jordan, I'm listening. I just heard what you pitched here. I feel like we can
Pull up
pivot that
where?
to. I
To
feel like
Golden
we
State,
can.
nigga.
Wait, hold on, Jordan. I think we can pivot it to. We taught him how to win. You know, he did it off of our backs. I think we can get there.
No,
Hold
no,
on.
no, no, no. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
listen. I got the
Mm-hmm.
perfect pitch for y'all. Listen, Bron could relax in the regular season with us. The
Mm-hmm.
Spurs need y'all. Listen, Bron could relax because we gonna
Nah,
have
the Spurs go
Yaxel too.
60 games without this nigga.
They gonna have Yaxel too.
You
We
don't
gonna
know
have
how many.
Yaxel.
You don't know how many
We gonna
times
have.
Whitney gonna play a lot of games though. You don't
We
know.
don't
You don't
know.
know.
Like Bron might have to carry lineups. He won't play 60
Yeah,
this
yeah. I don't.
year. Like,
Yeah, I
come on.
don't know about
Let's think
that.
about. We know Shea
Who
is
gonna
gonna
have
play
Yaxel?
games.
Who gonna have Yaxel?
Us, you know we gonna have Yaxel, nigga. He
Bruh,
pulling up.
stop right there. Who gonna have
He
And I'm
pulling.
not
Yaxel?
gonna
He
lie,
pulling up,
The Warriors
We did
don't have
already do that stuff
Jackson,
around
nigga.
Castle
I don't
shit.
know what he
We
talking
did
about.
our.
bro. Y'all
We
not
did.
drafting Yaxel, and I could put
Bruh,
everything on that, nigga. Fuck
Finesse.
y'all
Yaxel is
talking
not
about, nigga.
making it to you niggas.
We
Finesse.
Yeah, we
trading
gotta go last
up.
pick,
We
nigga.
trading up. What you talking about?
Finesse.
We taking the
We
Bucks
kind of
pick.
already did do that Castle shit with Russ. I don't know if I'm ready to do that
Yeah, I'm
shit
not trying to
again.
do that shit again. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I
lie.
don't know,
Nigga,
gang. Yeah, I might.
bro,
I might.
listen,
Somebody
man.
Hey,
Listen
revive
to the
Cat,
lineup.
bro.
Listen to the
if you
lineup. Listen,
think,
Jordan, listen.
you're delusional if you think Yaxel going past the Warriors game.
Bro, I'm telling you, we're trading up, bro. Sam
Yeah,
is
I
not
do think
letting
they're
that
gonna.
nigga.
I do think that
Sam is
OKC's gonna
not
trade
letting
up.
that nigga go. Bro, Yaxel has been saying he wants to come to OKC.
I'm
He's been
willing to.
like
I don't have to
forcing that
get
shit.
Yaks. I'm willing to bet money that they don't make both of them big
We're
spots.
not going to. We're not going to a
Nah,
team
we
that already
picking
won a
both because
championship. I'm not gonna lie.
we're letting
You hear Jordan?
Joe and Wiggins go.
You said
So
what? Oh,
We're
okay, you
not
might be.
going to a team that already won a championship. We don't do that.
no,
Oh yeah,
yes,
so we
it's
definitely
time,
gonna go to
bro,
we could have
y'all,
just
bro. But
yeah.
hold on. Have a second. It's time for y'all to like reap the benefits of your great career. Like Yeah, aren't
Bro,
you
this is
tired of all
sad.
the carrying? Aren't you
But they
tired
weren't
of all
playing
the
no damn
carrying,
OKC, bro.
all the
Finesse, you
He
think we
want to
bullshit,
got
see
bro?
enough
Kevin
clout?
Listen,
Durant again.
Finesse, do you think we got enough clout to kill one more coach? Because that's the only thing holding me back from Minnesota.
I think we do. I think we do. I think we do.
Okay, then we pull up. I'm cool with that, then, bro.
bro,
Like,
y'all want to go play with the little niggas, bro. We like y'all gotta play with the real niggas. Like, and I'm not saying he not a real nigga, but he not there yet. Y'all gotta go play with a nigga that you
bro,
know
these
is
niggas. Oh, you
there,
just reminded
bro.
me. These
What?
niggas was on
You're not
first
there
things.
yet.
These niggas was on first things first, saying that if Brunson win his ring, they would rather start a team with Brunson over Luca, bro. Like, some of
Are
this
you
shit.
serious? Are you serious?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
bro.
They're dead
Oh
serious. They're
yeah.
dead
It
serious.
was because they said he can play off ball, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
he
that.
can play off
yeah.
ball.
He's
He don't
making
got
shit
a
up now.
talent.
Okay.
I mean, so yeah, it's getting bad now. Luca
Bro,
PR is
not even
kind of
all
like hitting the
PR in
floor.
all time high game.
Nah, Luca PR
Yeah.
is in the trash, bro.
Bro, I can see
It's just crazy. It's just
If
so
Brun, if
crazy.
Brunson been on
I
that
ain't gonna hold you.
cosign,
Don't let him go win this ring, bro.
y'all try to tell us it was the
Don't
fat
let
shit. Y'all
Brunson win
told
this
y'all was never
ring.
that shit. Y'all just don't like that nigga because he white or some shit, bro. The nigga lost all the weight. The nigga started playing defense, and the nigga still can't get no good PR. We good. It's cool,
Bro,
gang.
no funny,
I'm
bro.
saying though, I can see like if Brunson win this ring, cool. He ain't even hooping. So like, what the like?
Mhm.
Just the rings, just the
Man, that nigga
ring, like
Brunson definitely got carried last night. What the
the
fuck?
one. Okay,
Nah, but that one
the
shot
ring.
though, that shot. Don't forget
The
that
ring,
shot.
the
Still, it's not
ring,
like
the
game
ring.
one. That
The
wasn't ass
ring.
last
You
night.
put. I get it.
Nah,
It's
I'm about to
getting
say he can't
right.
get the clutch shit for game two how we did game
No,
one.
no.
I'm sorry.
Game one, because game one he had more moments throughout the game. Game two, that nigga was just ass the
Are
whole
you
game.
sure? I've been seeing that one shot over and over on my
No, he was good
timeline.
in game. He was better in game one.
No, game
Are you talking
two.
about last night? Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
Oh,
he
she
was
game
said
good.
two.
she
I've
see
been
she
seeing
can
that
see
Dang,
one
that
shot
game two shot.
Oh yeah, no, he was
over and
he,
over.
bro, Jordan, bro.
And they talk. But
He stole
listen,
the
listen.
show. He stole the show game one. My nigga,
Yeah,
he took 32 shots.
bro. But he was
Have you guys
good
been
though,
watching?
bro.
Have you guys
We're
been
shooting like
watching?
30% from the field right now.
Have you guys been watching the PR stuff around the Knicks? It's all Jalen Brunson. Like even they put the kid that's the biggest Jalen Brunson
You
fan
know what?
on like the square guard in the is it Madison Square? I don't know where it is. Just a big ass
IG.
picture. No, not on IG. Like it's
But
in
you
Oh,
know
New
what's
probably
York.
crazy
Times
though?
Square. That's probably
You
Yeah,
know
Times
what's
Times
Square.
crazy
Square.
though? I know how well Cat is playing, bro, and they would never do it like this because they didn't do it with Boston. Bro, I don't care what JB put up. He the finals MVP, bro. But all this shit is because of him. Legitimately, all of it. No, this is his vision.
You
He got
said
a
Cat
dad.
Finals
No,
MVP?
no, Brunson,
But nah,
Oh,
because he talking
Brunson.
about how he
Nah,
declined that
gang.
deal,
Nah,
bro. This
gang.
signed
is
for
Nah,
his
cheap,
gang.
vision,
You
bro.
I'm gonna lie, he
Because
took
he got it.
150 million
Bro,
kickbacks.
signed
I
for
get what
He
you're
got
cheap.
his
saying,
partner. He
though,
got his
gang, but
dad there.
we
He got
losing meaning for the award at this point,
he
gang.
got
We just handing
McHale and
niggas
Josh
shit.
Hart there on his own, bro. He took the pay cut. This is all Brunson's doing, bro.
Bro,
I just
if
think
it
it's
stands
crazy
as
to me.
if it goes as it's currently been going, bro, Cat should get the Finals
Well, no,
MVP, gang.
No, I just think
I'm not being for real.
it'll
I'm
be
just saying
crazy
all
to
this shit is
me.
because of Brunson, bro.
It'd be crazy to me if you don't win, since like normally they
It's
normally
cool,
give.
bro. He don't want back to back Kentucky players
Gonna
get it, bro.
lie,
I
bro. If he
understand. No,
win New York
oh, okay,
City,
okay.
it's city
You
though.
get
That's
Cat the
all.
Finals MVP. Brunson need a statue though. We need a statue. We definitely need a
A
I
statue.
ain't gonna, hey, bro,
statue.
on some real shit, bro. My manager at work, bro, he a Knicks fan. Before game one, the nigga said, I don't care what happens when the season. I don't care what else happens in the city. If we win game one, Brunson needs a statue outside MSG. I'm
Facts,
like, nigga,
facts.
what? I said,
AI
off
got
one
one, nigga.
game.
And don't AI got one?
But I ain't gonna lie, if Brunson win the finals, bro, yeah, they gonna have to build that nigga a statue,
But
bro.
Yes,
he's
he need a
not the best.
statue.
I don't
They
care,
gonna have
man.
to build that
He's not
nigga a
even the best
Yes,
player
he
statue.
need a
on that
statue.
team right
Bro, he
now.
walking
nigga,
around
I'm
New
not gonna
York
lie,
like the
he
king
getting
of
a
New York,
Bro, this
bro.
is
statue.
the Knicks, bro.
He
This
not
is the
gonna have to
Knicks
pay
He
for
ain't never spent another
anything.
dime in New
Bro,
York,
he not
gang.
spending a dime in New
Yeah,
York,
that
nigga. I'm not
contract shit
gonna
don't mean
lie.
nothing,
Nigga
bro.
could be
Yeah.
going good,
Over.
it's going good, going off
This
from
cat
everything
They gonna
disrespect
else.
give
is
him
kind of
the
A
crazy. I'm
nigga,
not
a
gonna
they
nigga
gonna
lie.
like
give
me
him the
retarded
squad
and that
kicker.
like that.
I
Hey,
feel
don't
so
funny
bad
though,
for
good. You
Cat.
don't
I'm
feel
not
like a
gonna lie.
clown though.
Nigga, what you mean? I'm gonna be at the parade too, nigga. I'm
I
outside.
seen you. I seen you. You was
What
in
you
the
talking
bar
about?
yelling
Can't be at
New
the parade game.
York.
Nigga, I'm gonna be
Bro,
at the
I think I
parade, nigga.
saw Goods
You
was
a
the only
clown, nigga.
bro, I think I looked at that clip on his Instagram. I think I saw one hookah
hookah in the whole lounge. It was at his table. It was the only hookah I saw in the whole picture.
Bro, that's cap. That's cap.
That is
I saw.
100% correct.
Promise you, I
Mind
saw
you,
Roku, bro.
mind you, I didn't order it. By the way, it was some girls we was with. So I didn't
Oh,
He
order it.
knocked
So and
out.
then another thing,
Who
and
do you
then
guys
another
have
It's
thing.
winning?
only his fault.
You basically did because you paid for it.
Who
Facts.
do you guys have winning
oh.
game? Who do you guys have
Yes,
winning game
sir. Shout out my
three?
dog, Mr. Pay for
I
shit.
think I got right now. I got Knicks I think this is gonna end up going 6. I got Knicks in 6.
I haven't given
Um,
up on the Spurs yet, bro.
I'm not gonna
I'm not.
lie.
So
Nah,
you
look,
have the
I told
Spurs
my
winning game
man though,
three.
right? I
You have
told
the
my
Spurs
man
winning
Game
after
game
three,
that
three.
Knicks
after
game 4.
game
Spurs
two.
game 5. Knicks game 6.
I thought game two was about to get ugly. The Knicks actually, the Spurs actually showed me they still have some fight in them at the end. The way they closed out game two, so I still got some hope in them. If they hadn't shown
Nigga,
no fight at the end of that
It's
game, I told you they're
easy,
getting swept.
but look though, Lo, it's easy to have that fight when you got that home crowd rallying around you, bro. It is gonna be hard to weather that storm going into that Garden game. I'm telling you, that shit
Bro,
gonna be
that's
a
a
different.
different environment, bro.
That's gonna be different, bro.
But they
It's gonna
haven't
be
had this
different.
feeling
nigga,
in 50
You
years,
nigga,
right.
bro.
I ain't
The
gonna lie, you
garden gonna be
definitely right.
rocking.
That
Oh
next
my
crowd gonna be
God.
insane.
the
Hey,
garden about to be
All the
rocking.
celebrities
That
too,
game
bro.
three, environment is gonna be so crazy that the Spurs, just by winning that one game, could take all momentum back. Even with being down 2-1, they could snatch all the
Facts.
momentum back.
It's a
If
fact
they
because
win
all
that
the
game
pressure's on.
in that environment with that crowd
Yeah,
chanting,
yeah.
Because
But
all the
you know
pressure's in
what
New
they
though?
gonna
York
You know
win
what,
the
after.
So
Jordan?
game.
You know what, Jordan?
when you at home, bro, one shot get them motherfuckers up in
Yeah,
San Antonio.
yeah.
Nigga, that one shot in the Garden, nigga,
It's crazy, bro.
it ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't the same, bro.
Now,
So
Lean
listen
on the
though,
car, the garden.
Tez, in the same breath though, you know how it be, gang. When you hit that shot and when the crowd going crazy and you hit that shot and them niggas shut the fuck up. That's a different type of energy too, though, gang.
yeah,
When you
yeah. No, no,
when you
no, no,
silence
no.
them
No,
niggas.
that's what. No, I wasn't saying the Knicks. I'm saying the Spurs. I'm saying the Knicks.
Oh, okay, okay, oh, yeah,
Yeah,
we
when
was on the
they
same
what
page anyway.
yeah. When the Spurs hit that shot in the Garden, nigga, ain't nobody standing up, bro. So you ain't got nothing.
Nigga,
You know what I'm saying?
nigga,
When you just picture, I'm saying, put yourself on the court game. You ain't got like your body. It ain't gonna feel the same, bro, as a home crowd. When that nigga don't let the Knicks hit two straight threes in a row, nigga, that shit gonna erupt, nigga, and that shit you can
Nah, I ain't gonna. That's a
yo
fact. Though. Down the
gang
stretch
your
of a
body
game,
like
that
your
building might
body
fall on the
feel
Spurs
Especially
different
too.
off that
Brunson.
shit, bro.
If it's Brunson going off, oh my, them niggas are gonna be going crazy, bro.
It's different on that road, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's easy to get up
I need
on that at
people to show
home.
me they different, bro. They need to be talking shit to niggas on the sideline. All that Spike Lee shit, man. Tell Spike Lee sit his old ass down,
Bro, I want
man.
to see what I
Let
want
me
to see
see you
what
niggas
outfit
really be different.
slightly outfit better. He better come with some shit, bro.
yeah,
He
Bro,
better
them
come
niggas,
to New
Instead of
York,
running
bro.
a
I'm
hey,
not
second
gonna
hey,
bumper,
front. You
man.
better
Tell
wear
him
the
Jordan,
that's gonna take his
craziest
ass
Knicks
to
hat
hey,
fucking
ever,
Jordan, them
bro.
niggas,
take his
bro,
ass to the set.
them niggas might not sit down in that motherfucker, bro.
Nigga, what?
Bro,
Nigga,
bro, Tez, Tez,
I
Bro,
paid
they,
6K for a ticket, nigga. I'm not sitting
Tez,
down,
Tez,
nigga. The
The
fuck?
get in price is
Six K, nigga.
$10,
That's
bro.
nosebleed seats.
That's the
Nigga,
get in
I'm not
price,
sitting
bro.
down,
yeah,
nigga.
bro.
I'm standing up the entire game, nigga.
Six
Somebody might
Who
have
do
to
you
ten.
sit
think's
me
gonna
down.
perform? Who do you think?
I'll be outside
Oh,
the stadium, bro.
does
They're
everybody
gonna
have
have
the
50
Knicks?
Cent.
Does everybody have the Knicks winning game three or the Spurs? Or does
Nah, I
anybody
got the
have the Spurs
Spurs
winning?
game for you.
I got
I'm
the
not gonna front.
Spurs.
I
What do
feel
you
like we
think?
That's
hoping. I feel
first.
like we just hoping on the Spurs
Bro,
winning a
you want me
game.
to be honest, Vincent?
No,
The
you want
Knicks
to bet?
winning
Yeah.
game three.
I didn't. I had the Knicks in six. I thought it go 6 games. Knicks though, because I just Cat ain't Chet, bro. Like that was just my whole factor to it. Like them, nah, real shit. Respectfully, like them, the shot. Like even when you watch the last series, like the shots that Chet didn't want to shoot, Cat gonna shoot, and
Oh,
they
does that make
already
you sick to your stomach goods?
they already a good team in
It's the
itself.
truth, nigga. Chet
I'm
gonna
a
have to earn my respect.
but I'm gonna be honest though. If you want me to be honest, and I could be wrong, it's just a prediction. I wouldn't be surprised if they run them niggas at the gym. I ain't even gonna say a lie to you.
The Knicks. So you have the Knicks winning game three.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised they run them out the gym.
So
And
anybody?
I think the Spurs probably get 4, just not to get swept.
hmm So the people who have the Spurs winning game three, like, what do you think's gonna change for them to win that game? Like, what do you think's gonna happen?
So far, right? Up until this point, all the Spurs have needed to win a game, right? They just needed one guard to play well and the other two to not be shitty. The Knicks versus the Knicks, bro, that shit don't work. They need two guards to play well, bro. They need Fox to play well along with Harper or Vassell, gang. These one guard performances that they've been getting, that shit ain't gonna cut it, bro.
Well,
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
will
I'm not
say
gonna
for
lie,
game
Finesse.
three
I
though,
have
you
no
didn't get
fucking clue.
You didn't get a Champagny good game too though.
I really don't
Champagny
know,
didn't play too
man.
good.
I don't know.
Do you think?
Bro,
Do
he
you
made
not
two
think
threes and
Wemby
they did
has a
nothing.
shot? Do you think you don't think Wemby has a shot to play like
No,
it?
it's not that. I think that Wimby could go score 30 and it just still not be enough.
Really?
That's only
Yeah.
30 points.
Yeah, 30. He could go for 35. It's how that happens though. He got to be getting cat and
They
foul
need
trouble.
they need
He got
some
to be tripping
production out
the
of
line,
their
slowing the game
bench
down.
too.
Yeah, it's got to be how he's scoring. It's got to be his impact on the game, like how that 35 comes about. Like
Nah,
he
but
can have,
that's not just it though, Jordan. Because listen, bro, the Knicks they're getting production out of Landry Shamet. They're getting production out of the
yeah.
whatever out of Deuce McBride. They're getting production out of their role players, bro. You
That's why
can't
my X factor was
let
Vassell coming to the series for the Spurs
nah, but
because
they need some production out of these Carter Bryant minutes, these fake
Bro, the
ass
sixth man
Harrison
of the
Barnes
year
minutes,
This
too.
is the
that
gang.
shit
thing.
is
This
not
is
happening,
this is the
bruh.
thing. This is the thing.
Maybe
Wemby.
Bro, said Carter Bro.
Keldon could be a
Yeah,
Carter
they need
So
Keldon
the
some
could be
reason
production
a
out of these
Mid,
Keldon
bro.
the
Johnson
reason
minutes.
why
Keldon Johnson been ass too.
the reason why
I think they need to be ass.
the reason why I'm saying that is because I think last game like Wemby wasn't as impactful this as you would expect, but he did give you about 29-ish points, 29 or 30. I don't remember, and he was efficient or whatnot. Um, but they were 1 point like if he if they drew up a better play, they may have won the game. Or if he didn't turn over the ball when he thought the thing was calling for the ball, like they may have won the game. Like it was still pretty close. I feel like they can get away with that one guard, but Wemby has to play to a certain level to me, and they have to
I feel like
you know?
Brunson's play to
Brunson's
end
gonna have
that
a
game.
game, bro.
I feel like Brunson's play to end that game got them back in the game because
Was
Brunson
it?
just wasn't Brunson wasn't looking for the ball, and then when he did get it, he wasn't effective when he had it. So I feel like Brunson will be a lot better, which entails
We'll,
like
we'll,
kind of
we'll
And that's because I
we'll see
think
because I do feel like because Nico and coming into the thing, I thought Brunson wouldn't be as good as he has been, just because they just have multiple bodies to throw at him, right? Um,
yeah.
bro, you about to get a
so
Brunson game. That's what's tough from my Spurs prediction. I think you about to get a Brunson game in game 3.
yeah, well,
I
I
don't
think
know
that's the
how
difference
they.
because
You think so?
I thought,
Yeah,
You finna get the free throws and some more shit game 3, bro. You finna
yeah,
get all
I
that
like
ain't
yeah,
shit.
he got.
think I never thought I never like same with Schaefer. I never thought this was a matchup for Brunson to exploit. Like I don't
He
think
need a game, but I'm
but
talking about one
he
game
should get
though. I'm
one
talking about one
game
game
though.
though.
That's what
Yeah,
he's saying that he should get,
he's gonna
which
get
I
one.
agree.
Yeah,
Like
he's
I
gonna
think
have a
he'll get
game.
one.
Yeah,
Which I think that was
He's for sure
I
dropped
think
in 30
everybody kind of
games.
threw
It's
that.
not game 3. It's game 4.
I
I'm
mean
gonna
he
step
had
this for
30
game
game
3.
one.
No, but he about to like. I'm talking
There's
about
gonna
like
be
a
better
Brunson
efficiency
Now I'm
than
game,
talking
like
about
that.
where it's
Sue.
like,
Sue say for sure dropping 30 game 3. I'm like, nigga, yeah,
oh
30 game one.
Yeah, nigga, you shoot 32 times, you better have 30.
He gonna get more than 30, Lo. He might get 40, bro.
oh shit, that little
I'm
Castle
Brunson
not
gotta
gonna
stay
game.
front
out.
The
Castle gotta
Eastern
stay out of
Conference.
foul trouble,
The
bro.
Eastern Conference gonna be crazy next year, bro. I can't wait.
It
I
is,
can't
brother.
wait, bro. Oh
And
my
we had
god.
that conversation.
Yeah,
I'm
I was thinking
fine.
about
Now I'm with the people who was talking about East versus West. I'm starting to be with them now. I thought they was beating them both.
You didn't see me say that yesterday,
Yeah,
Jordan. I was
I'm with
like,
it now. Yeah, the
yeah, I'm
East and
like,
West
yeah,
is even now.
yeah,
The
I'm like,
I
East,
want to
Boston and
see. I want to
Detroit.
see
The
where
East to get
Giannis
better.
go.
the East about
Nigga,
to be so
Hallie,
crazy next year, especially
bro,
with Giannis
And
coming
Hallie,
You
back.
Miami.
got
Brunson,
Boston, New
Who
York.
who
You
is
got the
Giannis? He the
Pistons. You
boogie.
got
Detroit,
the.
Miami with
I want to
Giannis,
see
bro.
where he go, gang. That
nigga,
shit can swing shit.
Lo, relax, bro. Relax, bro.
West got a bunch of fake demons now. Not before. No, I'm not doing a revision and shit. But now there's a lot of fake demons in the West.
Yeah, because Giannis go
hold
to
on,
the
wait,
Heat. Giannis go to the Heat. That's
hold on.
gonna be
Well,
another
who the
fake
fake
Jordan,
demon.
demons?
And
that's what I wanted to ask him. Who are the fake demons, Jordan?
The Nuggets. Uh, the Knicks. Not the Knicks. The fucking Wolves.
just say their name,
Fucking.
Jordan. Just say their name. Just say their name. It's okay.
What you mean?
Just say their name, bro. I understand. Like, it's all right. The Lakers. Come on.
What you mean? What
The
name?
Wolves are fake demons.
The
Yeah.
Lakers, bro. Like we all know.
Bro,
Like, come
they're
on,
not
come on.
demons at all. They're not any type of like, bro. They're
Bro.
angels. Like they're
They're
not any
going to
type of.
get. They're
Nobody thinks they
going to
doing
get.
shit for. They can become. They can get into fake demon territory if they make some fake moves in the offseason. But they're not fake demon right now. Nobody expects them to do shit.
Just those two teams?
Yeah, that might be the fake demons. Hold up, but that's enough to sway a conference. I'm thinking like I'm missing somebody. Houston, bro. They like the Lakers, bro. They're not. Well, Yeah, they fake demons because
Well,
people was gassing them.
I think I see how you framing it.
No,
You saying
but they fake
good.
demons though. They fit because I remember this season people was putting them in a tier above like us and other teams. Yeah, they fake demons. They definitely fake
So
demons.
you saying teams that are good but
People overrated.
overrated?
Here's the way I'm thinking about it. Like it was thought of between the East and the West, whereas like you would almost pick not any team, but most of the top five, if not all the top 5 or 6 teams in the West, to beat any team to come out of the East, and like outside of maybe Boston in like the finals or the playoffs. It's not that way no more, gang. Like you get some of these West teams, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 2, versus this 2, 3, 4, 5 in the West. Now it's like that's toss up, bro. Like I don't know
Two,
who
three,
I'm
four,
picking.
five.
Yeah, like
You losing me
Minnesota.
when
I'm
you
not
get
just stamping
to.
Minnesota to beat any
Because
of these
5 is
teams.
Minnesota, ain't
I'm
it?
not just stamping Minnesota. I'm not just stamping the Lakers. I'm not just stamping Nuggets.
I,
I'm not just
I,
stamping these teams to beat these teams, bruh. Maybe, no, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe that's better.
Yeah, because like I can get you with the like for sure like the Knicks because I would shit on the Knicks regularly. The Knicks have
Yeah.
moved up for me, right? I think the Boston Celtics are up there. I think Hallie should be up there until like he shows me the shingles and him gaining weight and shit really impacts his game. So I'll just put him there until he proves me wrong. And then I said Boston, right?
Mm-hmm. Give me
Boston,
3.
yeah, and yeah, three. Like the Detroit thing, like I don't like ah.
What about Cleveland?
I say
You're
Detroit, but
not gonna ask me about Cleveland.
Maybe not as Detroit doesn't beat a team like the Nuggets or maybe even Minnesota, but they can beat Lakers, they can beat Houston, they can beat
Yeah, yeah,
them other
yeah,
teams.
yeah,
It's because of the style of play.
yeah,
Even the Spurs shit, I wouldn't just rule them out just because of the style of play. Just because.
Yeah.
The thing, the thing with
I don't know
the
about that,
Spurs.
bro. I don't know
Yeah, I was
about
gonna
that.
say the
I
thing
You
with
hear
the
you.
said
I
Spurs.
hear
Denver
you.
beats
I,
the what
think
team?
I think if and I said that because I think if the Lakers whatever they do, hopefully it's positive. Hopefully, you know how I feel about them bums,
Mhm.
but hopefully it's positive. I don't know if the Detroit could beat the Lakers. I ain't gonna
Oh
lie.
no,
I
And
don't.
I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about right now.
No,
I'm
no,
talking about
they
right now.
can, they can.
the Detroit
I'm talking about
versus
right
the
I
now.
don't
Then
think
Spurs.
so.
it's
The
just as
Detroit
personally
versus the
constructed.
Spurs thing. The Detroit versus the Spurs thing. To me, like I'm not saying I don't think Detroit beats just because one you have one ball handler and then who turns over the ball quite a bit. And then you have a bitch in the center. So it's like I just don't pick them to beat the Spurs in the
I think it'll be
playoffs.
competitive.
But
I'd
that's
probably
gonna
say
be that.
Spurs in
But
6 or something like
That's
that.
that's
crazy.
gonna be a
That's
defensive
not a five
series.
game
Then
series
if
though. Yeah, that's not a 5 game series though.
But I think the Spurs, because you have one ball handler, though, they'd be able to be more
Yeah, they
successful
probably prevail.
in
I'm just talking about making it
transition and
competitive.
fast paced
I
So
stuff.
I'm
disagree
just
with
talking about
that.
making it competitive,
What do
like
you mean you
making.
You
disagree with
still
that?
transition, bro.
Yes,
You got a
against the Detroit
star. You
Pistons,
got
who
Duran. You got people. Nigga,
did you just
Bebo
say Durant?
balling.
Did you just say
Oh yeah, you
Durant
said
No,
too?
Durant. Never
Duran's
mind.
defense wasn't
My
bad.
He's
fault.
trolling. He's trolling.
Transition defense.
My fault. My
No,
fault.
no,
My
no, no,
fault.
no. Even no, against a team
My
like
fault.
San Antonio, when we said Wemby's a little light in the, where, like nigga, look at where he had a problem with a Wendell Carter and a what's that other front court Paolo? Like nigga, there's this 2-6-10 front court. Like you have sturdy. Mobley and Allen sturdy. Nigga, you talking about the Spurs front court? Come on, bro. This is not a
I
Chet
said Durant too.
Holmgren. Jalen Duren can get his game off against the Spurs. Is
Can
that a
he?
crazy take? Yes.
Can he? I don't know if he
Bro,
can.
their
These
front court is
these will be
very
very
small.
interesting. These will be really interesting.
No, Duren is buzz. We get that, but against this is a matchup based problem.
Yeah,
Who's their forward? Champagne?
I think if you talking matchups though, and I don't think everything you saying is wrong, by the way, but I think if you talking strictly matchups against Wemby, I think better Knicks are giving you the formula. If you can pull that nigga out the paint, bro, yeah,
With multiple ball handlers.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
I think you can get your game off. But when you got a nigga that if he's
they
on
have
the
no
perimeter,
shooters on the
yeah,
Detroit Pistons. Like
especially if you're saying he's on the perimeter and a big that's on the perimeter against the Spurs and he's just looking to pass the ball, you're not a threat. But if you have a guy that can pull him out and you have a ability to shoot the shot to where he
But
has to guard you and not just sit in camp and like dare you to shoot. I don't think you can get your game
but
off
I think
against the
I
Spurs.
seen iHeart. I think I seen iHeart
bully ball, brute force, get a couple good, even a good baskets. And
Iheart has a floater though.
That I heart
no,
floater was got
I'm
like
talking about no,
automatic.
no. He went to the floater, but I'm talking about he went to his chest too. There was a couple possessions he went straight fucking
We
full
need something
on
more
bully ball to
consistent
the
though. You
But
body.
do that all game.
you're talking
Because I
couple
heard a better
possessions.
pass, and I heard a better
Yeah.
passer than him too. Like
You don't
I
take a
don't
lot of
know.
shots either.
Like, well,
I mean, what? I
and
heard
the
change that series. If I'm gonna be honest with you,
Art's a better passer than him, and he has better touch, and like Art's especially this playoffs is just a better player than Durant. And the Detroit Pistons don't have any shooters. And like they only have one ball handler. Like that was one of the reasons for the OKC Thunder. When AJ and thing went out, Jada went out, like it only had Jay with the ball in his hands. Which means that they
That
could
series
have
was
focused more. Like it was
still close.
yeah, but what
Granted,
I'm saying is
J
that
Dub and
and that's what I'm saying. But they just have a better team. They have I think they're better shooters than the Detroit Pistons, and then they have better
yeah,
passers,
I don't think
connecting
anybody
passes
picked
than
the
the Detroit
Pistons. I don't think
Pistons.
anybody picked the Pistons in that series. I think it just be
Tween
Bucks
was.
better.
Tween
Oh,
was.
well, he's a dumbass.
no. I
Um,
was just saying Detroit and the
no,
Spurs can
I
be
don't think he
in.
said that. I don't think he said that.
Yeah, he
Oh,
didn't
Oh, I
okay,
say
thought you
that.
said that.
I'm just saying. I said 6 Spurs and
Because he was
6.
trying
Tough 6.
he was trying to compare it with iHeart and Duran. Like I don't think that's compare. They're not the same. They're not the same.
No, they're not. But I don't think he was saying. I don't think he was trying to. Well, he can talk for himself. But I don't. When I heard him say it, I don't think he was saying that to the point where they're gonna win. I think it was just more so, can he get his game off? Can he hoop? Can you know what I'm saying? But
Exactly.
I don't think he was saying that the Pistons beat the OKC or the Spurs.
Okay, maybe we could rewind it because I swear I was like, nah, I don't think
No, it
the
could be
Pistons would
interesting.
beat.
I said
No,
it could be
wait,
interesting
I
matchup.
swear it started with me saying I don't think the Pistons can beat them because da 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 da, and he was like, I don't know about that because because look at what I heard did, so Duran could do similar. I thought that's what was happening.
Or
No,
yeah, or
Maybe I
just
missed
mention
that.
I
that
just thought the match. I just thought
that
there.
nigga do the fair better, not necessarily.
Yeah, I thought the matchup
Just
could make it
mention
an
the
interesting
reasoning. Yeah.
series. Like I seen the angle. There's a pathway where Detroit can can beat the Spurs. I'm not gonna stamp that, but I'm saying there's like nigga, the Spurs is not. They have some glaring holes. I get it, it's recency bias, but nigga, I felt this way before the series, so I picked the Knicks. Like, there's
Fuck up.
Detroit has a pathway where they can make this an interesting series. And going to what Wes said, he said the fake Lakers, the T Wolves. He was just bringing out teams, and he said the Eastern Conference is very like, hey, we got to dead that East shit weak. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying, nigga, that could be an interesting series.
Hey yo,
Respect the
my
East, gang.
But who's that? Is that West End West that just pulled up? I thought I heard West.
yeah, my
No,
niece is over
Somebody
here.
what's that?
My niece is over here, and I'm about to go
My bad,
bowling in
man.
a minute. So I'm pretty sure everybody
Yeah,
gonna be
practice
back
for the
soon.
cookout, bro. But just go in there and sit down, bro. You're not nice.
Shit. Yeah, all right. We gonna see. I'm gonna live stream a little bit of it. We gonna see. Nah, but thank everybody that tapped into the show today. I appreciate y'all having continue to have a good talk. I'm just talking about my sister and my out with some stuff real quick. So thank y'all for tapping. I hope y'all have a great day. And the cookout is next week Saturday. Hopefully see all y'all soon, or majority of y'all soon. And next show, most likely I think they're probably gonna do a space on Monday or Tuesday after game.
When's the next game?
Monday.
Okay.
so we're doing a Tuesday, Jordan.
Depending on who wins, yeah. But yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
All right, thank y'all for tapping in. Y'all can take it to open talks. I'll probably tap in if y'all continue talking. Just thank y'all for all the support.